Well, good morning, everybody. Whoa, whoa. Today is Tuesday, people. It's April the 19th. Boy, time is flying by. And your true colors are shining through. Man, there is some mean, ugly people in YouTube. And I'm talking, I honestly don't know how some of these people survive in real life. I really don't. Because if they survive in real life the way they do on YouTube, I tell you what, that's why God don't like ugly, you guys. Tyler, good morning, honey. Oh, I'm fine. I just woke up, babe. How you doing? I'm talking about the shit fucks in the community. Oh, good morning, Kat. I'm gonna drop the doodad, the link in case y'all want to come up. I saw you come in yesterday, Kat, but they were talking. I tried to say hi to you. I don't know if you heard me. Yeah, but you know how it is. You know how it is in YouTube world. Some of these, some of these people, some good people, because some good people get ran out of YouTube because of the shit fucks. They do, and I'm not going anywhere. I got news for them. They can try all the bullshit they want on me. I'm not going anywhere ever. Okay, you people, I will be here till my dying breath, my last dying breath I take. I'm not ever leaving. I may take a short vacation here and there, but I will never, ever, ever leave. Okay, thank you, Kat. I love you, Tyler. I do. You know, there's my girl. Good morning,
Hey,
sweetie.
good
I love
morning,
you.
Mama. I
No,
love you too.
you know where I got that from, don't you? This morning, did you see German ladies back?
Oh, your friend.
Yes, and
Shit.
that's where I'm at. But it's true. They all shit on her.
Oh.
All of her friends shit on her,
Mm,
and well, you know that. And she's been gone for a little while now. They
yeah.
dumped her in the dirt. I like that girl. I do.
Well, last night I went live, and of course, people love to troll. So I got this guy, and fucking, he's an idiot.
Most of them are.
I'm
We
gonna
got
give
quite a
you
few over here,
no
except for
because
Tyler.
I'm
Honestly, Tyler,
Tyler.
Tyler. Well, other than my YouTube husband and all, Tyler's a sweetheart.
He
You
comes
know,
on my. You know what? He's a stalker. He's a stalker, Tyler.
Tyler.
And these are the people that love to restream. All right, Tyler? So you know where his fucking link is going? I'm going to give it to Sour. Because they'll restream you guys, and I've heard them. You see, you got a cat out on here. Yeah.
Oh, I know. This is. Well,
There's
see,
only
this is
one
what. Let me
Stella I
explain to
know
you
on
what was.
YouTube.
Yeah, let me explain to you what was going on yesterday. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Tallywhacker. He restreams me all the fucking time, and Nikki, right? Well, lo and behold, as soon as Nikki restreamed him, he reported her and got her thing struck. You see what I'm
Oh, no.
saying? These
Yeah.
bitches, crybags, crybags, bitches, crybags, bitches. I tell you.
You know what? I'm going to give you his link because I can't find him in the YouTube search. But
Who?
I'll give Stella the link, and then you can go troll the shit out of these people. These people, these kids. This is our next generation. These are the things that, and I swear to you, they're like Chomo supporters or something, or they're fucking pedophiles.
Well, no,
Like,
no, no. See, they've all
it's
got it
weird.
all wrong. These Callie and all the bunch, they think we're all Chomo supporters. I'll tell
Oh
you what
no, I
happened with
mean,
that. Listen, there's that
yeah,
guy Matt, whatever, some nut job. Tally was dropping the link and his link to his panel, telling everybody to go to his channel, right?
right,
So I
right.
go over there just to see what's going on, me and Rodders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? all I did was go in and say hello and introduce myself and then sit down and watch the chat, right? Well, now we're Chomo supporters because we went there after he
Yeah.
drops the links and tells everybody to go there.
Well, these
What
are
a nut job.
this
What?
is the one, like, he comes in and he spams your chat. They're kids.
That's old Sam. That's Sam. That's Scammy Sammy. He fills it full of emojis, like
Oh,
paragraphs of them. That's Scammy Sammy.
no, these are the ones that will put those code thingies in, and they get paid for it, because I'm sitting there saying, stop it, you know, like, enough of this shit. No, I don't dislike you, Tyler. I don't, but
No,
no, not at all. Good morning.
no, we're not talking about you, Tyler.
No, and it's
Well,
not you.
we're not. We're not
I will
talking
give
about
you
you,
his
sweet
link,
baby. No, we're
Tyler.
not talking about Tyler.
You
We
can
love
go,
Tyler.
yeah, Tyler, you can go troll these people all
We're talking
freaking.
about shit fucks. There's a
Yeah, they're
difference
shit
in
fucks.
shit
They're dumb
fucks and
fucks.
Tyler Thomas. Big difference.
You know what I mean?
Tyler's in for all the joking around. Here he
Hi,
comes.
Nikki. Good morning. Morning,
Oh
Cookie.
yeah, I'm pissed. Nikki, I'm pissed.
Oh,
I'm up
it's
here
you
having a
again.
hissy cow. That bitch restreams
Hola,
my shit
love.
24 every time I go live. Tally restreams my shit. And then
Hello.
Nikki restreams him one time, and the tattletale crybaby bitches goes and reports her. What a fucking bunch of pussies. Bunch of deadbeat
What the F?
pussies.
Huh?
I love
I
you,
don't know
Tyler,
what
by
you're
the way.
talking
No,
about.
we weren't talking
I
about
love
you.
you.
Tyler's making
No,
his
no,
rounds already.
Cat said something that was kind of negative about me.
And
I
they
don't
were shit
understand
talking
why.
about my Sony.
No,
They
I'm
were
not
saying
talking
ugly
about
shit
you.
about her too. And I was hitting the
Mm,
fucking roof, you know. You guys can take up for yourself. You know what I mean? I'm here to take up for the girls. But
Stomach can take up for herself, by the way.
yeah, I know you can take, yeah, you and Rodney. See, you guys, y'all can take up for yourselves. But
I
I'm
said
here to protect my girls.
Stony can take up for herself, for damn sure.
Mm. I can stick up for myself, Tyler.
Oop, there we go. Hey, Nikki.
I
Good
wasn't
morning,
talking
sis.
about you. I was talking about
How could
Stony.
anyone not
Hello,
love
Nikki.
Tyler?
Love her.
To know Tyler is to
Oh,
love
shit.
Tyler.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We love Tyler.
I do too.
Somehow my damn microphone ended again.
It's okay.
But Nikki, I swear to
Canada
God,
accepts Tyler.
this shit has been bugging the piss out of me all night long. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me just
About
say this
Tally and his
to you.
crybag
I'll
shit
be
bag
right back
shit he
if you
does.
guys can hear me. So.
Don't
All
threaten us,
right.
Tyler. I, all I want to
Don't
say,
threaten us with a good time, Tyler.
Let Nikki speak, my girl.
but
'Cause-
all I want to say about it is that, you know, sometimes they win, sometimes we win, and sometimes we let them think that they win.
Exactly.
So I had been online. Let's see, he'd been doing that for what, 4 hours? I was just tired and I was just fucking with him. So now we know that we can take double streams down. I wanted to see if he could do it. That's why I kept going. So the second time I went live was just to prove that I could, because all they did was remove the stream.
Oh, I know. They tried to say that I was struck and couldn't live stream and shit too, because I decided I needed to live stream on my other names because I needed to put some content on there, you know.
Yeah,
And oh, it's
telling
a
everybody
she got
PDF and
struck.
them struck you.
She can't live stream. She got struck. You
Yeah.
know.
But yeah, they said that Fakers was saying that PDF and them struck you and you couldn't go live. So, you know, sometimes we win.
Yeah, but I could go live because the only thing they did was take a video down.
Yeah. And sometimes we let them think they win because, you know,
Right.
I feel sorry for them. I mean, these guys spent hours chasing some guy that did movie reviews. That's what he was doing over there, was movie reviews. And he let everybody up on his panel. And I'm not going to lie, if I was doing something that had zero adult content, like say we decided to review Godzilla movies or something.
Or birthday cakes. How about birthday cakes?
And Dempsey wanted to be there, I wouldn't have a problem with Dempsey. I wouldn't say anything inappropriate to Dempsey. But you know what I'm saying? I just, they didn't get all the facts for the story. They just started harassing and threatening this guy. So that,
I know.
And there is no, Tally said he was upset to see his people go over there, us, we're not his people. We're not part of whatever fuckery he's up to over there on his
I got
channel.
nothing to do with
Me,
Tally,
he's the same.
Fakers, Paul Gann, none of that bunch.
Yeah,
Nothing.
and they're not part of my community, not part of what I have, not part of my crew, not part of the people that I ride for. Like I would, if Crafty Cat say was in somebody else's stream and somebody was going hard at her, I would come in there and defend her.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Ride
yeah.
for her,
No,
and that's the way that we are.
Well, that's
we
what
are
I was saying. I mean, I'll step in, take up for the girls, but the guys can most always take care of themselves. I just go in for some moral support, if you know what I'm saying. Like
I need
Evan,
some lip
when they're
balm.
going
Hang
on
a second.
Evan or Eddie or what Digger, one of them. I'm not in there to beat the brakes off somebody for them. I'm in their stream for moral support with
Right.
them because
Right.
these men can take care of themselves.
Yeah.
But these women, no, I'm dead beat down. I will come in there and I'll beat the brakes off a bitch for my girls. And that's what I got up having a hissy fit about this morning, Nikki. Sorry.
Well, don't let it bother you because, like I said, sometimes we let them think that they're winning so that, Tally hadn't drank in 2 weeks. So he was drunker than Cooter Brown. So
No.
what
Well,
happened?
he's drinking while taking medications,
Cheers to
Nikki.
that.
Right. But
Tally's on medication, some kind of psycho med. And he's drinking on top of it. And it's making him loonier than a fucking tick.
Yeah.
Right. And all of it
would.
will go in your head. So, I don't take things that he does to me seriously because it's YouTube. He's not
I
affecting
know.
Hey, that's a
my
beautiful,
laptop
beautiful
off
fucking
last
statement.
night. Went and made dinner, walked Buffy. It's beautiful here right now. It's in the 70s. It's
It
gorgeous.
snowed here last night.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful
Last
here
night
today.
we opened the doors. I grilled me and Buff some chicken breast. And
Yum.
we went for a walk, and I didn't even think about YouTube for the rest of the night. I had enough. I've been on for what, 3
I didn't think about it either, but I woke up
I
in the middle of the night.
messaged you 14 times last night, asshole.
That's why.
Jerk.
But yeah,
You didn't message me, Tyler. Now I'm
He
jealous.
didn't.
I don't
Yeah.
have your damn number.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Him
You
left me.
liar. You got my number.
Tyler, did you shave your head, you lunatic, or is it just short, your hair?
No, he got it in his hat.
He's got a hat on.
No, you got it tucked.
Yeah,
I like it wild and free. I thought you scared me. I thought you'd shaved your hair.
I love
she
his
ain't
hair.
so mine.
I mean, I like it when he's all sideways, cattywampus, the hair's everywhere. I
Wow.
love that.
And his sunglasses are on cockeyed. That's my
Lori,
favorite
good morning,
view of him.
beautiful. There's beautiful Lori Walsh. Good morning.
There's Lori and Pangy.
The beautiful Lori Wallace.
The beautiful Lori Walsh.
I would
Lori.
say the beautiful Pansy. Okay.
The cue ball. Poor little.
Oh,
Pig.
there's Naven. Hey, Naven. Hang on, honey.
Making fun
I
of
need to
that.
give Naven let me give you a wrench. I just saw what you said. Hang on a minute.
But yeah, I love me some Pangy.
Yeah, I like it.
Pansy's
It's
good. Pansy. I don't
Who
know
the
if
hell
you
is
saw
it?
that shit
Is
show
this
last
somebody I
night.
know?
Who? Crafty Cat?
But
Yeah. Well, she's via
I'm kidding.
Stella, so that's how we all know her. So if
Yeah.
you come over here with Stella, she comes in a few places.
You saw me on PDF once,
Yeah,
Tyler.
but she comes
And
in.
hey,
Yeah, I
Rolos.
don't think I like
But
it.
there was
Yeah,
another Crafty Cat, wasn't there, for a while, or something really
No.
similar?
There's just
No,
me.
Cat's got
I
a
was
couple names, but I've got them all modded in here.
But wasn't there like a troll Crafty Cat one time?
no, never a copy. I just changed my name briefly. I called it Karma Kitty.
Yeah,
Oh,
Karma
So
Kitty.
that's Tyler. She was Karma Kitty for a while, so that may be why you're.
And
I
you
don't
caught.
know who the fuck she is. To be
But
honest,
Naven, I
but
beat
okay.
that stride. by
Yeah,
the
you
way.
do too. You got set up by PDF.
No,
And that was a while
yeah.
back. That was a while back. He was giving me the gears.
Well, good luck on your test. I hope you studied, Lori. I know it's not that kind of test, but it's funny. I'm
Having a
okay.
pregnancy
All right, Lori.
test?
Thank
Lori,
you, honey.
I got
Easter
no
Christmas
positive on
up
my
here.
test.
It's Easter Christmas up here. We got snow.
Ew,
Oh
I
God.
don't like that.
So your money, honey. Okay, I get
I'm
it.
in Daytona Beach. It's beautiful here. I'm 3 miles from the beach. I don't like
Yeah, we're supposed to be like high of 17, and it won't last. Like, cause I'm near the water, right, Nikki? So
17.
it's those places up, like where Jay Redden is. That I noticed he's got his sleeping stream on. He'll
I'm
be
the goddamn person showing my shit.
he'll have
Jay. He's so sweet. I love Jay. And he gets the good weed, man. I'm so jealous. He's getting
Yeah.
like 37% THC, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just you know what?
Well, I'm
I
in
just picked
Oklahoma,
some up.
honey. We get it all the way up as high as they want to dump it on us here.
Hey, be careful if you're in Oklahoma still. You don't want to get lost in them back roads.
Oh, believe me,
You
I've
want to
been
stay
coming
out
here
of
a
Moore,
long time. I
Oklahoma.
know all about them.
You want to
Believe
stay out
me,
of Moore, Oklahoma. It's easy to get lost there in Moore, Oklahoma.
that's right.
We don't want you
Except
to
for
get
see,
lost.
the difference in more and here is if you get lost here and you wind up on somebody's back patch and they step out with ARs on your ass
Oh
because
dear.
they grow
Oh, man, Joe,
in
you
the
front.
wild out here. No, and they guard their patches. I'm not kidding. They got people guarding patches all over the
Hang on.
place.
Right. Rodney and Rebecca live in Moore. Is that what we're talking?
What test are you
No,
going
they
for?
don't. They
It
don't live
must be
in
a
Moore.
420.
Oh, I thought they.
They just
Okay.
took a back road.
Yeah, I took the
I
back
don't
roads.
know
Hey,
what you're talking
seriously,
about,
I
but
took the back roads here one
that's
time,
something.
and a whole bunch of mofos stepped out with ARs because they were guarding a patch. And no, Dio had to get out and
Oh,
go
I'm
pee.
sure. Yeah.
Dio had to get out and go pee, and so I pulled over on this back road, let him out to go pee behind a tree. Next thing you know, we're surrounded by ARs. These country boys out here don't play.
They come out of the trees, literally.
They will. No, yeah, when they're guarding their crops, honey, they're
Yes.
believe me, it's a dangerous place to be.
Well, that's like out here, right? When I go out to the res, it's the same thing, Stell, because they're going to protect their
Well,
property,
this is all Indian territory here too.
right? They're going to protect
Yeah,
they're
a
not,
lot of Native Americans here in
Oh
Oklahoma.
yeah, yeah. We were
they're,
talking about the reservations and things. I
yeah,
do
I get
remember you a
by,
little bit.
I go out to the reservation, Tyler, to
And
get
this
my
is Choctaw
cigarettes.
County here. Everybody's Choctaw around here.
Yep.
See, I'm not even Choctaw. I'm Eastern Creek and Cherokee, but I'm still Native American. So I'm
Chippewa
well
up
I'm
here.
well liked up in these
Slapaho.
parts.
I'm Slapaho.
Yeah, I'm slap a hoe. There you go.
I'm,
Slap a hoe. Yeah, no, I go out to the res. I'll probably go out again.
Yeah.
I found a different dispensary. I
oh,
decided.
so you're not like right by the. You're not in Arizona, right?
No, I'm in Canada. I'm just outside of Toronto, right?
Okay.
So
The whole fucking country is legal in Canada.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, that's because of the First Nations, right?
Thank
It's
goodness.
part of their medicine.
Yep.
It's a prayer medicine, but it's also a 1920
Yeah, it
marijuana
wasn't
trip.
everything for a
Right.
long
So
party.
I just prefer not to go to, hi Porky, the dispensaries because of the government owning the weed.
Yeah.
And I take it out there. Like I know somebody in BC that's not in the government, where you guys can get seeds for like $4.20. And I think
Well,
he's
that's how
doing
much they should be.
Well, around here,
mushrooms.
I just call up one of my girlfriends to go send me some seeds, bitch.
Right.
And they mail them right to me.
He
Fuck 'em.
does. He normally had, because of Corona, he
Yeah.
wasn't giving out the seeds. So he usually gives out seeds. Like he'll give you a pack, whether they're fertilized or not. He'll just
Yeah,
tell you to
these
go
were
Are
and
you
spread
talking
them.
feminized.
about? Are you talking
I
about
got my
hammocks or
feminized in. I got them
homegrown, or
planted
who are
too,
you
honey.
speaking?
Oh, I'm talking about out in BC. That weed is
Right.
protected, right? And it's one of the best
Mm.
weed. And same with the mushrooms, if you're into
Hey,
mushrooms.
can you send me some of
Hey,
those
Joe.
seeds, Cat?
Yeah,
Can
I
you help
can.
me some of them seeds down here?
Morning,
Yeah,
Joe.
About a dozen seeds, be plenty.
okay.
Joe,
I'll
there's
find
my
some good
bunny.
seeds.
Good morning, sweet man. I love Joe Cool.
What about the rest of us, Joe? You just care about her? Is that how you are?
He likes his slap a hoe better. Yeah, I'm from the slap a hoe nation, Joe.
Slap a hoe. A hoe,
Yeah.
get it?
Right.
A hoe, good morning.
But you
Hello.
could tell, Nikki, seriously, around here, you can look at these men around here and you can damn straight tell they're Native American men. I
Yeah.
mean, they all look Indian. You can tell just by looking at them. You don't even have to guess around here.
You can go onto Real People's Media, and it was funny. They go hard at the government too, because they're protecting their waters, their land, and everything else. And it's funny. I guess somebody was trawling for crayfish, and they're looking at them, and they're like, "Who the hell are you? Do you know where you are?" And the guy goes, "Oh, we're trawling for crayfish because of the water and blah blah blah." They'll just turn around and say, "Bullshit! Fuck off! Get out of here!" and throw
Oh,
fucking oars at the boats and everything. Yeah, you don't
around
mess with
here,
the
everybody's
Mohawks.
got cows, they've got horses, they've got chickens, game chickens.
How in the
People around
how in
here
the
don't
fuck
raise
do you
regular chickens.
trawl for crayfish? By the way,
But that's exactly what they're like. Nice try, white man. Get the fuck. Do you know where you are? You're in Mohawk fucking Bay. Get out of here. So it's one of those
I'm
like,
asking. That doesn't make any sense to me.
well, the Mohawks are the strong tribe. So when we
Well,
stand up
I'm
here,
serious about that though. If you're passing through this area out in
It's
here,
not. You can't
if you
call
got to
that.
pee, you better
Is all
stop
I'm
at a
saying.
gas station. Take my word for it. Don't try to go pee behind a tree
the
because
last
you
of the
never know
Mohicans.
whose property and whose patch their garden. You know.
Yeah, and
Oh,
if they're
you're right.
drinking,
You're
they
okay,
get
Rolo.
crazy.
Thank you, honey. Yeah, I just didn't want people timing you out, not knowing who you were.
Yeah, Blackfoot. That's right. We're going that way, Joe. Back to 1920. Damn it. With a bit of a spin of Age
Oh,
of
Joe's
Aquarius.
black. Joe's black, Cherokee, and Blackfoot. Cool.
Yep, the Blackfoot tribe.
You know they've got a lot of
I,
Blackfoot,
I,
Joe,
I
up in
said
Colorado.
blackface, motherfucker. That's
No,
rude.
Blackfoot tribe, which
Yeah,
it's
There's a lot of Blackfoot up in Colorado, up in the mountains.
yes. Well,
I've camped and hung out up there quite a bit. I mean, a lot. Okay, I used to always. Colorado was my favorite place. I'd drive 1,200 miles in one day nonstop just to get to Colorado, just to go hang out.
hmm and that's
I
where a
love
lot of the
Colorado.
drugs came legalized, right? With marijuana in America. That's where it was starting to. They were starting to really push edibles and stuff. So in Canada, we're like, holy crap, because people weren't locking up. Sometimes they won't lock it up, guys. So you gotta
Well, them
lock
edibles
up
here,
your
they're
shit.
pretty good, but you got to pay. I think you get 10 in a package for $40, but they're like not at least 90%. I had to figure it out because it gives you the weight per dose and whatever, and I cut mine in pieces. So, but each piece I eat, I can cut one piece
Yeah.
into 4 pieces, and I'm still getting about 90% THC out of it. If I eat a whole one, it'll knock me fucking smooth out. I just can't eat a whole one.
I have so many here. I have like
Oh,
4
Joe
packages.
Pool's from the Blackhawk tribe.
I'll send them to you, Stella. I'll just start saving all the edibles and send them down to you.
Oh, thank you.
They're like sour
Because
keys
that's
and
what
freaking
I would rather eat the edibles honestly than smoke.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I've got plenty to smoke, tons, but I have
Yeah,
no
I'm, I'm,
edibles.
I'm definitely down with the edibles, man. It's so much better.
And I'm opposite. I'm
And
the
those
total opposite.
brownies, man, they sell some kick ass brownies around here. Oh my god, they're better than the edibles. The little green circles and squares you get.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
these are the
it's
sour
all
keys and
edible if you're eating it, but yeah.
Yeah, but
I
the brownie was kick ass. What I'm saying in relation to the green jelly thingies, um,
Mhm.
they're super powered
It
too.
just depends on just depends on what you get.
call them penny candies.
Yeah,
So
penny candies.
UK
That's
like
what we're going to
Rolos,
start calling them around here, penny candies, because they're pretty good.
Rolos. Yeah, call them penny candies, like sour keys and and the Coca-Cola bottles that they put the edibles in. Like, I've got like 4 packages here. They just show, you know what, Joe? She just throws them at
Is it
me.
I'll have to look for that, Joe. 420 Oreos. I haven't had those yet.
Hmm.
Broken Bow is getting a brand new dispensary, and they're having their grand opening tomorrow. And they give they're going to have some dirt cheap prices. They're going to be supposedly they're going to be giving away some gifts. I don't know if it'd be like pipes or some. I don't know what kind of gifts are supposed to be given out during the day. Usually people that have a grand opening give out hot dogs and a Coke, right? But so
Yeah, and
I don't know what
420s.
they're doing. I really don't know what they're giving away. But
Then we got 420 on Wednesday, right? Is it Wednesday? Tomorrow.
oh
Yep.
yeah,
That
okay. Well, that's the
that's
perfect
tomorrow.
day. That's probably why they plan their grand opening that day. I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yep. So they'll have a lot of things that like I
I
saw
told her to
Oki.
email me, Joe. I gave her my email address 50 times. I told her to email me so I could shoot her my number.
Yeah. You know what, Joe? Do you have enough for tomorrow? Don't be smoking everything tonight.
It's okay. He comes through here. I'll dump him plenty. He could roll. I'll give him a lot. He can roll enough blunts to last him while he's in Colorado.
If
You
you
swing
roll
by our
through
place,
Canada,
Joe. I'll hook
you'll
you
be
up.
taken care of.
Hey, sister, hook your ass up now.
You know, many
And
of
you
us
don't
up
have to
here.
worry about it because you're black. My granddaughter married to a black man. Did you see the wedding video I put up, Joe? I did a video. I put a video up. They eloped. The end of March, they eloped and made me mad. I wanted to go to the wedding. She's walking around in a cow pasture in a beautiful wedding gown. That they got married in a damn cow pasture, Joe.
Nice.
Go watch my video. That's my granddaughter, her and her husband.
Yeah, my
My
brother-in-law
little
is from
baby.
Jamaica.
I watched their baby. Me and my daughter watched their baby every day while they work.
My
He just
brother-in-law
loves
is from
he loves
Jamaica.
his nanny to death.
Your brother is from Jamaica, you said.
My brother-in-law, yeah.
Your
Oh God,
brother-in-law.
that's the other country I'd love to go to. Kat, is Jamaica. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding you, man. I love Jamaicans.
He came here like at 8. So he was never, no, I'm not going back to Jamaica. He has no reason to. I know a lot of it. I've seen my friends that when they go back to Jamaica and they're in the nice
I'm assuming
ocean.
he's a white guy, right?
Who?
Your brother-in-law.
My sister is.
Now
My brother-in-law is
my
black,
sister's
like
kids
black,
are black, and
blacker than Joe Cool.
yeah, and my granddaughter's kids are well, she's only got the one kid, but he's black. But I've got a lot of black in my family. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
ashamed of it. I love them all.
Yeah. Well, the kids are the same thing.
Oh,
They learn to.
they shot my black niece. Remember when Kentucky in Louisville they were doing all those protests? My niece got shot twice in a drive-by. Her and her friend's mother she got shot twice. She's alive. She made it. But she got shot twice in a drive-by because of a protest. But my nieces, honey, they're big. You think Ohogann's big? Man, hey, you ain't my nieces are big. They big black girls, honey,
Stella,
and they
that's
will
not
tear the shit
nice.
out of you. They're like
That's not
they're
nice.
like me. They hold their own pretty damn well.
I hope my own pretty well, but I also don't say that I'm 450 pounds. So
See, my nephew
Yeah,
is.
but you're not. But I'm telling you, my nieces are big girls.
chill,
But see,
chill out.
that's what that shooting broke out about. Some girl was supposed to showed up over there to fight her, and instead they did a drive by and shot her.
Nice.
Okay, because they ain't got the balls. Because that girl big. she will beat all the holy shit out of them people. Probably a car. She could probably whoop a carload of them.
You know, that's it. I read that yesterday. Somebody would push a girl onto the tracks of the subway. Like up here is getting stupid.
Oh, they'll do all. The United States just is crazy.
I
I'm
was
really
saying that not too long ago. I can't remember if it was for you, with you, Stella, that when I go down to it's one of them when you go down to the subway, like you got a lot of characters, right? So you
well.
got to
Yeah, we don't have any of that here. We ain't got no Amtrak, no trains.
yeah, it's one
They've
of
taken
them.
out the Greyhound buses in this area in Arkansas. Both. There's no Greyhound. There ain't no Amtrak. We ain't got Jack. Now we
Yeah,
got
Hey,
trains.
we cannot have anything nice. That's why.
it's the easiest. You know what though? With the train, you get a lot of accidents, and a lot of people. It's easy for them to kill themselves that way, guys.
And we don't have any of those. What is that other thing? The underground, the
Subway.
uh, the subways. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
don't
what.
got none of that. We don't have
That's
none. We don't have any public transportation. So if you
yeah,
want to catch a plane, you got to either go all the way to Little Rock, you got to go to
right.
Dallas, you got to go to somewhere. So right here they ain't even got doctors around here. You got to go all the way to Texas if you want to go see a doctor.
Oh my.
Now there's some little those Indian clinics, you know what I mean? But they're
Right.
not like a primary care physician doctor. They
It's.
got a
I
bunch
mean,
of
it's
those little
crazy.
walk-in clinics, but
And shootings. We get shootings up here. Stabbings, shootings, carjackings.
oh yeah, and you got to watch them carjackings. They're using women to bait you so they can carjack your car. So
Yeah.
you think you're safe talking to a female, um, then you're wrong because females are
Not
baiting
really.
up for carjackings. Yeah.
Not today. I
Hey,
mean,
Me,
fool
I'm
me
crazy. I
once,
go talk to everybody, Tyler. I do. Yeah, I don't
fool
meet a
me
stranger
damn once.
ever. I don't care what color they are. They can be fucking purple, and I'm up there. Hey, bro, what's happening? I go, and they're looking at me like, what the fuck is that crazy white bitch doing or talking about? You know. But everybody likes me. Everywhere I go, people like me. They do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
I'm friendly, Tyler's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
I'm playing
I
around. I
don't
don't
step
know.
out in the world every day, to be mean and ugly to somebody. I like to talk to people. You know, what kind of weed you smoking?
Hey,
I ask
you're
everybody,
definitely
or
a
do you
talker.
grow?
You
Are
are
you smoking
definitely a
today?
talker. I agree with that.
that's it. That's the thing, Stell. You'll find the people that, the hash smokers, when you start talking, that ones that like oil, and
Right.
then you know where to be like, what? You found oil?
Been around
Like,
the
where'd you get
goddamn weed
oil?
community forever.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I mean, when you're out, and especially if you're asking people, you can tell who's a smoker and who's not. I mean,
Potheads are always friendly.
yeah, I mean, when
They're different than talking to somebody that's stone cold drunk.
it's better than
You,
being at the bar. Exactly. When you're trying to
that's what
talk
I'm
to
saying.
somebody
Nothing
who's
against drunks or anything,
drinking,
but you
it's
can
like,
you can definitely spot the difference when you first meet them and say hello.
right.
Somebody that's been smoking over somebody's been drinking,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
or even people that's been doing street drugs or other kind of drugs. You can tell the difference in them all. Believe me.
We can
Oh my
understand
god.
when Joe Cool goes, huh? You know what I mean?
Oh, they'll send in if
I
you
feel
call
like
they'll
I feel
send
like
an
I'm
ambulance.
talking too much. My bad.
Rollo's asking, what do you do if you need emergency medical attention? You can call 911 and they'll send you an ambulance and drag 500 police with them from somewhere. But I don't. Hey, I was out here one day. I'm not kidding, Rollo. I swallowed a freaking bee. It got in my can of root beer. Okay. I didn't know it was in there. I swallowed it. It was still alive. It stung me in my throat. My whole throat swelled up. I couldn't breathe. I'd sit with my head tilted backward. And I flat refused to call an ambulance, man, because I know they drag 500 fucking police up in your fucking place. I said, I would drive myself to a hospital before I would call an ambulance. I would. But I took an allergy pill, and 24 hours later, my swelling in my throat went down, and I was fine. But I went, holy
Thank,
fuck! I thought I was going. Seriously, I
yeah.
thought I was going to die from a damn bee sting.
Thank God you didn't suffocate, I guess.
Yeah, it was bad though. Seriously, man, my whole throat swelled up, Tyler, and I couldn't breathe. But I tilted my head back and opened up my air passages, and I could breathe enough to get me by till that allergy medicine kicked in. But I ain't the kind. I don't call no ambulance because from my experience in the past, it's the same thing as calling a cop, and I ain't calling one. I don't give a shit if I'm dying. I ain't calling no freaking cops. So, I mean, even if you call an ambulance company direct, they drag the cops in. They'll sit and wait for police and drag them with them. So you ain't gonna get around calling an ambulance without getting cops in your doorway, which I don't want no cops. I hate them. I hope they stay far away from me as they can get. Seriously, I dislike them all.
If you call 911, they'll all come.
Oh yeah, yeah, you'll get them by the herds.
Hmm. The fire
Yeah,
comes
I was
first.
very lucky, Rolo, but I'm hardcore, straight up OG bitch. You know, I'm a hood rat. I ain't
Yeah.
afraid of death. If that bee wanted to take me out, he'd have took me out. But I just didn't want. I wouldn't go. My son-in-law tried his best to get me call an ambulance. I said, "Fuck that, man. I'll be all right." Shit, I ain't calling no popo out here. I know exactly what happened.
All right. Well, hey,
And
calm down. Calm down.
Oh, this was a few months ago. Wasn't very long ago that happened, Tyler. We had bees all winter here, bees, and they never sting me. But I happened to swallow it. Is the only reason it stung me in the throat because I swallowed it. Because my bees, they'll sit right on my hand, and I get all kind of bees out here
yeah,
all
there's.
winter. All winter, I've had bees here.
Hmm.
Just don't swallow one. That's all I
I
can
was
tell you. Don't
watching
swallow a
things
bee.
on the moths. There's a moth that actually looks like a wasp.
We've
So,
had some kind of a red wasp
mm,
out here lately. They don't sting me either. I mean, I'm sure they would if I swallowed it, but they don't bother me. None of them. And we've got these ladybugs that bite.
yeah,
They
the orange
actually
ones.
bite. Yeah,
The orange ones will bite you. They're the invasive ones that they brought in from Asia.
yeah, and we've had shitloads of them
Hmm.
all winter. But you know
Yep.
what? No, they got rid of all. I used to have spider mites. See, my daughter gave me a plant one time,
Mm,
and she gave me several plants, and one of them had a spider mite web on it. Well, I got the spider mite infestation from it, right? And I don't care how much I cleaned them down and I repainted, they would still come back out, right? No, I don't have any now. Them ladybugs got rid of them some bitches.
yeah,
I guess they ate them all, destroyed them. I have none now.
that's good. I know that they'll be spraying over here because I'm near the forest, so they'll be putting the helicopters in the sky for those invasive species
Yeah, no.
within a couple of weeks. Yeah, at least they give us a warning this time, so
Oh,
we're not wondering what the hell the
and if
helicopters are
y'all
doing
are
over our
wondering
head.
what happened to all the Easter eggs, guess who ended up with them?
You did.
Me. Hang on a second. My grandson needs my lighter. I'm surprised he ain't wanting my joint. Let me ask him if he wants. You want my joint too? Lighter. No. You got one? Well, I got this piece of one you have here. I got this roll here. Thank you. Here's the lighter. Now, bring it back in a little while. You can take it with you. Just bring it back. I'll light it off here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Grandboy got him a light and got him some weed. I had almost over half a joint there. I gave it to him because I already had it rolled.
I'm like that with my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just one of
Tyler
them.
could
Like,
barely see his phone. What's wrong, Tyler? Are you okay? Or is it just too early in the morning? 8:02. I've been waking up every morning at 8:02 exactly. Not 8 o'clock, not 8:01. 8:02.
8:02.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. I keep catching those kinds of time things too. 9:09.
But I'm glad I'm finally. No, I think my body's finally. Okay. I got about 30. Cool. Get on it. He says his garden's growing.
Oh, that's good.
I just got mine planted. Mine ain't coming. Mine ain't came up yet.
That's good.
I'm trying to teach the boy how to be a farmer, how to grow.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing his way, and I do mine my way. And then in the end, he's gonna say, "How do you do that, Nana?"
Yeah.
No, my
There you
plants. I get my God. It don't matter what I'm growing. I don't have a green thumb. I got a whole green hand. I mean, I grow some killer freaking everything. Whatever I'm growing, it don't matter.
If she touches it, it grows.
But they get huge. It's like my vegetables. They get huge when I do a regular garden, and my
Good.
pot plants get like 3 inches in diameter. You know what I'm saying? Huge motherfuckers, 12 feet tall.
See,
Big
that's
old.
the thing. If we were in that kind of weather up here, we would always be like this year I'll be seeding more flowers. That way,
Yeah, but is it
hopefully,
still snowing there where you're at?
no, no, no. We're
Oh.
supposed to be high of 17 by Thursday.
Oh, well, I
So,
guess we're going to be, well, we're going to have some rain, but we're going to be in the 80s, even with the rain coming and going.
yeah, that's how it started. It was rain, wet snow, back to rain, and the sun's trying to come out. It's one of them. It's
Way too
it's
late
been
in the
weird.
last night.
Yeah, it's been weird weather.
Oh yeah, well, it's the government weather. They're
Mm-hmm.
controlling it. I can tell when it's real rain, real thunder and lightning,
Yeah,
and when it's the fake government cover over shit. The only thing I don't like about all that government adjusting the weather is that fake cloud cover they put out,
that's
because
right.
it blocks my solar panels and I can't get my electricity.
That's
See,
where a lot of people will get depression too, like how
no,
it is outside now.
see, there, this is my electricity right here. I've got it on right now because I'm rolling. Rolling tobacco. My electric roller. I've got it plugged
Hmm.
up in here. But that's my electricity right there, folks. And when they put them fake cloud covers over it, um, I don't get no electric. My battery bank don't charge up. Shady, yeah, weather warfare. You want to come up, Shady? Yeah, me and Kat's very well. We're awoke. We know all the shit the government's doing to us.
That's hard.
Hang on, I'll see if I can get the link to drop. I don't have any fingerprints, and every time I touch on that thing to post a comment, it takes me a while.
It's yeah, this is where we're at, Shady. Bio
Hold on.
Age of Aquarius.
There you go. Okay, I finally got it. I don't have any fingerprints. It's hard to get the thing to push.
It's those nails.
Actually, I broke a nail on my index finger, and that's the one I dropped the link with. I don't have any fingerprint. It's just smooth. So when I push on that thing, there's nothing there to give it a grip, to drop the link. Now, I've got a thumbprint because that's my security on my phone. My one thumbprint, because it's the only one I got.
Right.
There we go. There's Shady. Come on up, sweetie.
Good
How you
morning,
doing
everyone.
today?
Good morning, Shady.
I'm fucking cold. It's all like,
Yeah, it's a little chilly early in the mornings. It's so moist,
this
here.
is my cloud coverage.
Yep.
Oh God, yep. You could see that. You could
It's
see
that
that
weather
fake.
warfare.
Yeah, but you could see that fake layer of cloud up there in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know on the beach I call it chem fog, like the chem clouds
Yep.
and the
I've
chemtrails.
always called them smoke machines. Cloud machines.
Here's my boo boos.
Uh-oh.
Camera. There we go.
They're so cute. Yeah, I
He's
wake
doped
up
up on
every
his
day
medicine.
I'm waiting for it to get warm. Let me see if it's warm enough out. Wind's blowing here today a little bit.
Have you thought about getting a wind turbine for yourself?
A what?
They have I know I seen a dude out on the beach here in Crescent City. He has a wind turbine for his motorhome.
Oh yeah, wind power. No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
when I get out to Arizona, my property out in Arizona, because it's just big open desert, right? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in some wind power there.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I've been
Around,
trying
yeah,
to save up some money.
around
We got
here,
solar.
too many tall pine trees around here to really. You'd have to get the wind power the pole really high in the air here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We have solar panels to ourselves, and it sucks when the fucking sun ain't showing.
How big is your
Like right now, the sun.
inverter?
We don't have an inverter. We just have the panels that we hook up to our house battery.
Huh. Well, I'm running an EP Ever Tracer in. It's EP Ever. It's MPPT solar controller that controls the solar. It doesn't let it overcharge my batteries and that kind of stuff. Let me show you. That's what this is. Hang on. Let me scoot over here by it. And I think that's
Okay,
about a
Papa.
60 water. Okay. Now this one's 3,000 watts. I've got the same controller in my van, but I've got a 2,800 watt same controller same inverter, and it's pure sine wave. Same one in my van. I run this equipment in my van too. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And the thing of it is that if you don't use pure sine wave, because I have what do you call that? An updraft machine that I have to breathe my medical stuff in when I get bronchitis.
Oh, like a
And
nebulizer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a nebulizer, updraft machine, what everybody calls them. I call them a breathing machine. But you need pure sine wave to run that, because if you don't, when you turn it on, it'll do that jerk and sputter, and it can actually send it could actually fry your equipment, because it'll give it like a you ever
Like an
turn something
oversurge?
on? Yeah, like a surge. Yeah, like a surge, like a power surge. Yeah, you can ruin your equipment. And so, but yeah, I put all this in. I wired all up myself.
You
Did
know
a
what?
good job.
Society hates it when people like us are like so self-dependent on our own resources without having to depend on other people.
Yeah, I've been
I know. I was just
I've
at
been off grid living for man, I don't know how long now. I use like in my place in Arkansas, I use
Like when-
I use a composting toilet there. You know what I mean? I want to buy one
yeah.
to set in my van when I can afford it, but the smaller one is about like $300 or so. I haven't had the money to buy one, so I use a regular porta potty. You know what I mean? Because you can take them to a
Yeah.
dump, or RV's dump, and you pour that right down their sewer and rinse it out.
Yeah. Do they
Yeah.
charge you out there to dump your stuff?
It just depends on where you go.
Yeah, yeah. Oregon's so Nazi about everything. That's why I go up to Salem and let our Nazi governor know what's up.
I don't blame you.
We
But
right now we got.
I've used, like I said, I've used the composting system for forever and a day. Now I'm not like Cause, I don't fill up 5-gallon buckets full of it and leave it sit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They
Yeah.
arrest you in Oregon for collecting rainwater.
Oh, some states do. I know. Yeah, I've got one rain encatchment barrel in Arkansas, But I'm going to have all that when I set my place up in Arizona. I'm going to
Yeah.
have all of that.
A self-sufficient.
Yep. It's the
Yeah.
only way
I
you
had
can live.
exactly. I had my mom invest in the solar panels. Like, there's going to be times where we have no money for campgrounds and we can plug in, but at least with the solar panels, we're able to keep our house battery charged. And if it's sunny on a cold day, we can at least still run our solar panels and run our heat.
Well,
But when you
listen,
ain't got no sun, you can't do that shit.
if you don't want to mount the panels, I keep a 25 or 50 foot, I forget how long it is, and it's a solar panel cable, really long, and I could just I did run an extension, just a portable panel, okay, that I could drag out into the sun, like if I
Yeah,
want to park my van in the shade. Then my panels
that's
on the
what we
van itself
do.
aren't going to get any sun, but I can drag that big singular panel out with the cord and put it in the sun.
Yeah, that's what we do. We have an
Yeah.
extension cord for our panels. So
Yeah.
we do exactly the same. We go park in the shade and just drag everything out into the sun.
Yep. That's how you got to do it. Well,
Yeah.
there's
And
not too many people, in our community that live basically like you and I do. We got it figured out. Like Dog Lips, he lives in a camper, but he don't have no solar. Unless he has to charge his stuff up in his cigarette lighter.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else I
And
know? Back in 2010, I had my own vehicle. This is my mom's RV that I stay in. She
yeah.
she invested the last bit of her life savings into this RV, so me and my 3 pit bulls can have a safe place to sleep.
Morning, Lisa.
I'll be right back. I'll be
Okay,
in your
honey.
chat, okay?
But
Oh, okay. Come back up in a minute. But
but
go ahead, honey. Sorry about
lay
that. I
down,
had to say
Papa.
hi to my girl.
Lay down, boo boos. Now lay down
But
and stay together.
I wanted an RV. They had one around here somewhere, and we didn't get a hold of them in time.
Did
They
you
already
pee
got
pee?
rid of it. No, it was only $5,000. It was like had been a
Oh,
one owner. Old people had it. Was kept out of the weather. And I really wanted it, but um, anyway,
yeah.
that opportunity passed me by, right? So
Yeah.
I got to wait till the next opportunity comes so I could get me a drivable RV.
Now don't buy them in the Midwest because you'll get rust buckets.
Oh, I check everything on them.
When my mom wanted to get her RV, we were up in Portland at the time, and I'm like, we're gonna invest in something. We don't want to get it in the big city because all they'll do is sell you a piece of crap. So we came down to Southern Oregon and found this
There's
nice
my
30
hubby, Evans
footer.
here.
Aw.
Evans here. He just came in chat. Slab City
Aw, good
News.
morning, Evan.
He's my husband. There you
I
go.
know.
He's so cute. There's the link if you want to come up, honey. But yeah, you're right. But you got it, and they will rip you off too, and they'll not tell you when if there has been leaks or hasn't been leaks until
Exactly.
you find where the wood's rotted. But
Aw.
I traded I had a brand new bow, and I had some custom made arrows, and there was a
Okay.
guy that his grandpa died and left him he got his house, and this trailer was parked there at the house. Wasn't even a title, didn't even have a title to it. And but anyway, I traded my bow for this camper, and then I've remodeled it like 2 or 3 times, because the police tore it up once, and I had to remodel it. Of course, after they
Yeah.
destroyed it, I mean, ripped the doors off, everything, and for no reason, just to
keep a cop from
destroy.
to keep a cop from searching your vehicle, put a dildo under your driver's seat.
But here's
They
the
will not.
thing. They didn't search my van, but my van ended up stolen. Now you got to figure out how to answer these questions, right?
Yeah.
They searched my camper inside and out, tore it up, tore it apart. Why didn't they search my van? My van came up stolen as well. I think the police are the ones that stole it. I think they stripped it. Everything I had in there, they took everything. Okay. They left a Bible, my one Bible and 3 umbrellas. That's it. And it was loaded to the hilt. That's what I can't find out, because they didn't
Yeah.
take any pictures inside my van, so I know they did not search my van. Right?
Yeah. Okay, Papa. It is so fucking cold.
It's cold here, but it'll be hot after a while. It'll be about 80.
Oh God, we had that. We were last week 92 degrees right here in Southern Oregon. I'm like,
Lisa
okay,
said good morning to you, Shady.
huh?
Lisa, my friend, not Lisa. She
Oh,
said good morning to
good
you.
morning.
She's a
This fucking,
sweetheart too.
fucking all bundled up like Eskimos. They're doing this stuff so that farmers can grow their crops and stuff. The governor of California, because a lot of people don't realize that, like, a lot of America's food comes from out of California as far as like fruits, vegetables, and tree nuts go. Like, so like
Yeah.
California's got this major fucking drought going. Excuse my language.
Yeah,
So
but
like
they grow
California
like
gets
oranges. They grow a lot of
they
citrus and stuff in
they
California,
grow a
right?
lot of stuff, but what's going on is that the like the governor gives the state farmers like a certain percentage of like waters from out of the lakes across the state. But because of the drought, the governor, fucking as retarded as he is, he's emptying out the lakes in California and then only giving the farmers and the residents of California 5% of that water. 5% of that water is not going to water our agriculture fields this year. So, like, I've been telling everybody for the past year, you people really need to start stocking up on your like fucking food supply chain and stuff, because the government's gonna do shit to where
I've
they're
been
gonna starve
stockpiling for
us.
20 years. And I'm serious. That long.
Yeah. So like a lot of people laugh at me like our government's not gonna do that, and I'm like, dude, y'all people. I have a sign on my vehicle that says that the government's delusion is killing us.
Okay, well, you
Because
want to
it
hear
is.
this? I spotted this about 10 years ago. The government gives all these churches food to
Mm-hmm.
distribute to the needy via what they call commodities, right? Now,
Yeah.
10 years ago, they used to give out a lot of canned vegetables and canned fruits and all that stuff. Now you
Mm-hmm.
don't get none, not one can of green beans, not one can of corn, not
No.
one can of peas, not one can of mixed vegetables. I'm telling you. So you know what I'm thinking? No, I'm thinking these churches they're still getting the supply. They're stockpiling it
Yeah. I
after
know,
either.
like the food banks out here in like Oregon, we get like a lot of like our cheese and like some few like canned products, but they all come from the Latter-day Saints. What are
Yeah, I know what. Yeah, I've
the
heard of
Latter-day
them.
Saint
Yeah.
from out of
Well,
Utah?
I got a big bag of shredded cheese. I went and got I went to one place. I had time to go to one place while I was there. But there's another church I go to that gives out the blocks of cheese, but they're not the same
Yeah.
cheese that they used to give out years ago. It's not the American cheese. This cheese is soft and it's more like Velveeta, and the box is smaller.
Oh
And
God!
they
It
only
starts
give
with
it
a
to the
D.
elderly. They only give it to you if you're like over 50 years old or something.
Yeah, my mom gets those, like Bogarts or some
Yeah,
like
that's
out
what it
here.
says on it. It's a white box. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's that's the
I miss
same
the
one.
old school government cheese.
One time they screwed up and they sent the church the the big box of I call it American cheese, okay?
Yeah.
Because it's different. Yeah. And we got it
Yeah.
one time, and it's only because they shipped them the wrong cheese. Somebody,
Oh,
the
yeah.
government's giving somebody those big boxes of American cheese, but we're not getting it. I don't
Oh,
know
they're
who, I don't know
shipping
what
China.
state's getting them, but
China's
somebody
getting
is.
all that shit. That's
Hmm.
just like here in Northern California, it was
I
some of
got,
the
listen,
food
I got the
banks.
other day, I'll tell you what I got. I got 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 3 cans of fruit mix, a bag of beans, a bag of rice, a bag of elbow macaroni. I'm trying to think. It wasn't a whole lot in there. Um, and there
Yeah.
was some frozen meat stuff, and I left it at my daughter's because it was a lot. It was those frozen sausage patties or whatever they are,
Oh, yuck.
and there was something else. Anyway, I left all that at my daughter's for them to eat because it was frozen, and I didn't have room in
Yeah.
my Dometic ice chest to fit it. But I kept my
Yeah.
cheese, honey. I kept my shreddy cheese. I use the hell out of that shit.
I just went
I
and
made
bought like
room. I took out
I
some of my bottled water. I made room to fit that damn cheese in my cooler.
Hey, I do anything for my cheese too. Like
Oh, and
I,
raisins. And I love raisins. Don't get me wrong, I do. I love them, but they always give
oh,
you
they give you like the
raisins.
little snack size boxes now. Like here they give us like the little boxes of the Sun-Maid raisins.
Yeah, they're 6 in
That's
a
if we're
package.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, last time it was in a bag. It was in a
Oh,
plastic bag. I don't like those. I like the ones that come in those individual boxes because
yeah.
once you've opened it, you got to put it in a Ziploc baggie or they'll get hard and ruined.
Yeah. Or track
I
the
put them in
bugs.
my oatmeal and cereal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I make carrot raisin salad.
Well,
I love that shit.
I tell you what else I put them in too is I take the peanut butter.
Ooh.
You always get that jar of peanut butter. I left that out while
Yep.
I got jar of peanut butter. But I mix that with my quick oats and put some cinnamon in it. Anyway, I make like no bake cookies, and
Ooh, yeah.
I'll use
Nummy.
that either Hershey's chocolate or I'll use those packets of Swiss Miss or something and dump it in. It gives it chocolatey flavor, and it's really good. And I don't even pat
Yeah.
mine out in patties and put them on wax paper. I just eat it out of the bowl. I leave it in a bowl, cover it up, and eat it right out of the bowl. Well, I'm the only one that eats out of my food, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's just like I get 2-liter sodas. You
Oh,
ain't see me
and this,
drinking out of
and let me
cup. I ain't
here. I'll show
dirty
you
old
this
damn
one.
cup.
I'll show you this one. Um, and this is the first time I've received a can of pork in forever, but this is really good. They give pork and beef.
Oh yeah, we get the same
I've
ones.
still got some, yeah, I've still got some beef left, but I needed some pork because what I do is I take this and just drain most of that greasy juice off of it and add barbecue sauce, heat it
Yep,
up.
make pulled
Yep, and
pork.
you got barbecue pork sandwiches.
Yep, I do the same thing. About the only thing I think you can do with those kinds. They used to hand out
It,
mad tuna too. They don't hand out
but
the
I
canned
love my
tuna no more.
government food, you know, because well
You
they
just
give
gotta
me
go.
$20 in food stamps, okay, to eat on all month.
Oh, well, you're lucky if you get a loaf of bread, butter, and milk with that shit today.
I've got it down to a science. I can get I can get a loaf of bread, a pack of bologna, 2 packs of hot dogs, and I can get a pack of those generic soda pops that are like under $3.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
and a box of crackers. I'm trying to think what I get. Oh, and I think I get I used to buy eggs, but now I get all the eggs free. I don't buy those anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I buy the same shit with my little $20 every month, right? Because it's all it goes. It's
California at
all
one
it's
point,
good for.
yeah, at one point California was giving me like $9, and I'm like, y'all can keep that. I can't even get bread and
No,
milk.
they
It's
gave every
one or the
state,
other.
listen, all the states got an extra $100 a month, except for the state of Arkansas. And that's where my food stamps, that's where I get them from, is through there. Oklahoma,
Mm.
everybody here got an extra $100 or more.
Yeah, that COVID relief shit.
But they just did it again, started this last month, but I got
Mm.
nothing. Let me tell you,
Wow.
Arkansas would only give it to you if you had children in school that were signed up to get free lunch. They were giving it to those families and those families only. That's it.
Wow.
You know, they don't care if the old people eat or not.
No, because that's part of the agenda of eliminate, genociding people. First,
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna
those
start
people got
with
kids.
the,
They're already getting $400 or $500 a month in food stamps, but they
Mm,
gave old people nothing.
yeah, because we're useless.
That's it, because we don't work, or well, most people don't pay taxes. I do because I get YouTube money and donations and
Yeah,
stuff, so I pay taxes. But most people don't have to, right?
shit, I don't. I'm trying. I have a sign on my RV. It says defund the government. Instead of defund the police, it says defund the government.
Well, the
And I
thing
have
of it
actually,
is the first person they're going to cut the money on if we do defund the government, they're going to take away the Social Security, and then we're going to have nothing to live on, nothing. Or otherwise,
well,
I'd
that's
be all
when,
happy for defunding the government. But they're going to. Here's the thing. This is why the COVID was killing off certain people. Okay, in the state of Arkansas, the biggest outbreaks of COVID were in the prisons and the nursing homes. Okay, all those
mm-hmm,
people are people that do not pay taxes. They're worthless to the government. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. That's why I say they should take these, like, especially like here between California, Oregon, and Washington. They need to take these inmates and take them out to the forest and clean these forest floors so we don't have forest fires. The Indians used to do it before fucking white man came
Well,
to
they
this
use them to
land.
pick up trash on the side of the highway, which is good. What pissed me off is that they're prejudiced against women, because I tried to, during my week stay in jail, I put in
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to either go pick up trash on the highway or work in their garden. They would not let me because I'm female. They only allow the men to do that.
Shit, I wanted to do landscaping in California some years ago. And the dude's all like, "You're a female."
Rolo,
I'm like,
that's what we're
"Yeah, I
talking
know how to
about, the
take a
food
move. I
bank.
know how to work a lawnmower."
Yeah,
This is gonna
Rolo's
ask
one.
me what a rototiller is. I'm like, dude, it's a little machine that you go fucking dig your yard up so you can add or like fucking oxygen and stuff and soften the dirt up so you can plant your crops and shit.
You know how I
Like
do mine? I turn mine
I
with a
know what
shovel.
landscaping tools are.
I turn my garden 2 foot deep with a shovel. When I'm planting a garden, I'm serious. I do it by hand. I
Yeah,
don't even have a tiller. But yes, Rolos was asking, can we get food from food banks from people who donate food? Yes, but that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. The churches that the government gives the food to distribute, they're stockpiling all the certain things for themselves, because they're not giving it out to the people. They've been doing this now for at least the last, I don't know, 10 years maybe, because I've been watching it. And I was going to protest it and throw a fit about it. But if I did that, then they were going to then they'd cut off all the commodities from all the people, and nobody'd have any food. So I kept my mouth shut about it.
yeah.
I mean, I had to. I couldn't say anything because it would hurt a lot of people. And I'm not going to hurt a lot of people to get my point across, right?
Right.
Now, I'm like you though. I've been an activist for way up over 20 years. You know, and that was something that would stand up for the people. Okay, here's another thing. Let me just tell you something else I want to complain about. But they're going to
Ooh.
figure out a way. They'll take our whole check if I start complaining. When you signed up for Social Security, your check came up to so many dollars and so many cents. They keep the cents. They kept the change off my check ever since I've been getting it over 20 years, 22 years now. I want my change. I want the change and the interest on it. I want that. And it's not just me. It was
Well,
anybody that made 2 cents. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry about that. My phone's been it's been jacking with me. It's been trying to do an update for 2 days now. And it keeps saying that
mm,
something about the internet. And I've got it on the Wi-Fi. I borrowed the Wi-Fi next door, right? To do my update, but it
gotcha.
still hasn't done it.
Mm.
But anyway, what was I getting back to now? What was I talking about for it? I had to get it off my screen because y'all can't hear me when it's covering up my screen.
I was gonna say when you guys
Oh, the money, the
get your
cents. the cents on our checks. If you go back and look at your original records with Social Security, your check may have said $700.50. Okay, they keep that 50 cents from everyone. Any change, it's over the dollar. They don't round it off or nothing. They just keep the. Yeah, I want my cent
Right.
because 22 years worth of that cents is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I was so disabled. I mean, I could barely think straight back when I got on mine, much less have enough common sense to argue, to notice things and argue a point with them, right? Or I would have
Yeah.
done it back in the beginning. But everybody's
There's
check,
my little
I
guy.
don't care who gets it, it's an even amount of money. This is what I'm saying. If you get $1,000, you get $1,000. You get 1,020, you get 1,020. You're not getting the change that you should have
Yeah.
been getting, period.
See, I'm still fighting for Social Security because I have disabilities. I've not been able to work because of my back. I have really bad carpal tunnel. Like, I break everything because my hands go numb. But
Let me
yeah,
tell
I
you
can't get
something.
Social Security. They give it to a bunch of heroin addicts,
Are you going to
which
listen to
pisses
me?
me off. People
Go,
who've
go
never worked
to,
a day.
listen. I could tell you how to get your Social Security through pretty quick.
Yeah.
Go up to Colorado. Go to Pueblo. There's a lawyer there called Concilia and Concilia. Starts with a K. Okay, I used to live right next door to them. That was my lawyer. They're big law firm, big, and guarantee you they will get you your disability.
Yeah.
Because I
I
had to
can't
snoop
even
around and
travel
find
now
one.
because of the gas prices.
Good morning,
I think
David.
I'm
How
to
are
the
you doing?
point. I think I'm to the point where I'm just gonna give up fighting for focused Social Security. I've been doing it for like almost 10 years. I've been on the streets trying to,
Yeah,
I'm
but
like, dude,
listen,
I'm
when
so
they finally
done.
do get it through, you'll get your back pay all the way back to the day you applied. Do not let it drop. Do not.
No,
Because then you
don't
have
get
to
me wrong.
start
I've been
all
fighting
over.
for it because I do want that back pay, you know.
Don't.
But
I'm telling
it's
you how to
hard
get it
compete
though.
with. Yeah, I understand.
Go
It's
see
just
this
I can't make
lawyer.
it to Colorado.
Mm.
My mom's been telling me to get a lawyer too, and I'm just like, the last lawyer I got, they totally fucked
You're
me.
never going to get. Well, I had a piece of shit lawyer too. I hired Concilia and Concilia, and they fired that piece of shit lawyer that I had in Arkansas, and they took my case. They had to send him a letter and fire him, right? And they took my case and they got mine. I got it, but I had to live.
Yeah.
I lived in a little car at the time, little tiny little car, little Dodge Colt,
Mm,
and I lived in that car till I got mine.
yeah.
You have to keep fighting. Listen, Shady, my mama had cancer. Okay, they gave her 6 months
Mm-hmm.
to live, so she applied for her Social Security to cover her medical bills and cover all that cancer treatment junk and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She never. She actually got. She
Yeah.
lived 2 years, but get this. She didn't get her
Nice.
check until started. They didn't approve her till right before she died. She didn't even get to use any of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Well, that's our government for you. I've got no use for none of them.
Yep.
I don't vote for none of that trash, and I'm a registered voter, and I don't vote for them. They get no attention from me whatsoever. Okay, none. Happy.
I, to this day, I'm 41. To this day, I've never voted for a president.
Just
I
pop
used
up.
to get in trouble in school for saying that our votes never counted because our government. It's like people got to realize, what gets a president to the office is the damn electoral votes. And this is how I broke it down. The electoral
Right.
votes equals the elite, the rich elite. The popular
That's why
vote,
they do
which
that
doesn't
stupid.
get, that's
What do they
us.
call that deal? Where they make everybody sign every year. That's how they get their electoral votes or whatever. That all that
Yeah.
thing they come around every census. Oh, I hate that. I
Yeah.
refuse. I've never filled one
I
out.
never do them.
I don't do them. I don't fill them out. I refuse. I've had them come to my house, threaten to put me in jail
Oh,
Everything
come
else,
fuck off.
that's what I did. I said, you come on my property, you step on my property, and I will call and have you arrested. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, fuck that. You can shoot them. I don't give a fuck what the law. I'm to the point where as a homeless person, we have no rights. I mean, we have
No,
rights, but
we're
they
not.
try to
Listen,
convince us that we don't.
we're not. Listen, Shady. Now we are not considered homeless. We're considered houseless. Okay, because we do not
Gotcha.
have a house. Right. So we're not actually homeless because you got an RV, I got a camper. Okay. So
Yeah.
we're not considered homeless anymore. We're considered houseless. But that's why
I still
when I'm
consider
doing
myself homeless.
right, well, when I help people, when I'm doing my feed the homeless, the OP Safe Winter and stuff, I write out there houseless, homeless, less fortunate, any of that. That's who I feed and give clothing to. I
Actually,
include them all so that they all know it's okay to come and get something from me, right?
yeah.
When I'm giving stuff away.
See, like when I fill out my paperwork and they ask me like my physical address, I'm like, I'm a refugee. I am a damn refugee in my own fucking country. But yet I
Well,
don't get the
listen,
same refugee treatment that all these refugees from Somalia, Ethiopia,
Shady,
Afghanistan, you know.
listen. And here's the thing: if you can get to Colorado ever, you can go to Pueblo. There's a place there called the Posada. Okay, you can actually get mail there. You can use them for an address. They also have a walk-in clinic if you need medical treatment. You can come in there and get your medical treated. If you need something to get a cold, whatever.
Oh, sorry, Morgan.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
T. Good morning, T.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was saying good morning to Terrible T. That's Doglips's
Oh,
daughter. Terrible
got
T
ya.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, as of right now, after being stranded in the Midwest for 4 years, we just made it back home to Oregon about 2.5 years ago. We vowed that we would never go to the other side of the Rockies.
Well,
After
Oregon isn't really, I don't think it's really that far because I've traveled not to Oregon, but when I would travel around and go out west, I would take Colorado, and I don't remember if it's Highway 50 or 25, but I would go over to the west and then go down. You know what I mean? Like when I wanted to go to Vegas or when I wanted to go to
yeah,
Nevada. It's not that too you're not that far.
uh,
But you could
it's
go,
yeah.
listen,
We
you
just
could go over
felt like
there, you could hire that lawyer, you could go in there and set you up tell them you want to get your mail there at the Posada. So you can
Morgan.
always go in there and check your mail. And I always slept in
Morgan,
the grocery
hold
store
on.
parking lots. They never said nothing to me. I slept
Come
in the
on,
grocery
Margie.
store parking lot every night. There's all kinds of places you can go to the soup kitchen and get breakfast and lunch. Then you can go to the Salvation Army in the evening and get dinner. So you get 3 meals a day, right? Oh, and
Yep.
the Posada, listen. And if you need gas money to get to a doctor appointment, they'll write you a gas voucher. They will also give you shower vouchers to go to the YMCA 2 or 3 times a week and take showers free. I'm just telling you, they're all about the
Yeah.
homeless there.
Okay, I turned the hotspot on for you.
Yeah, exactly, Porky. He don't even use Febreze. Scammy. Oh, kickstand. Porky said he's houseless in a van that smells like Febreze. No, it don't. It smells like piss and shit. I doubt Sam has ever purchased a can of Febreze in his life. I'll be honest. If he did, he used it for fucking underarm deodorant. I love you, Porky. Porky's one of my faves. You got your wrench, don't you, Porky? I think I gave you one. Always trying to make sure everybody's got the wrench when they come in here. Everybody gets a wrench in here. And if you see Sam in any name, time him out and then block his ass. Because I don't want him in my chats, period. Stinking my chats up, cootying it up. Uh-oh. I better drop that link again so Shady can come back up. There you go. I think she fell off. I love you too, Pork. And I love my Not Lisa to the end of the world and back. And T's one of my favorites too. But did you notice the title of my stream? Your true colors are shining through. Because I'm talking about them pieces of shit like Sam and Tally and Fakers and all the rest of that Coggan, all the rest of that bunch of goddamn garbage. They're nothing but fucking trash as far as I'm concerned. And we see their true colors. We know what they're all about. Honestly, I'd like to take some of them and just shake them till their teeth rattle, if they have any teeth. Oh, I got my little deals charged up, my battery banks. Because I use those when I'm out on the road and I need to leave my vehicle or I can't stay plugged in. So I use those battery banks. I'll show you what I did. Buds and Hazard sent me stickers, and I put them on my my spotlights, so that way I can see how pretty they are. I used them on all my spotlights. I love Buds. He took care. He hit a sister up. I got my seeds, and he sent me some slaps. I think they call those slaps, but I really liked them, and I've got some more I got to put. Oh, and I'll show you the one I got from Green Bicycles. His is pretty too. But like I said, I got 4 spotlights. I got them all on all my spotlights that he sent me. But look, Green Bicycles, those in the no. Ain't that pretty? He's such a wonderful, generous man too. He's the one that's helped Dog Lips through all Dog Lips's troubles and things he's had. So I really appreciate that man really a lot. Because I want to buy a batch of that stuff with him because I want to put it up and save it because I want to use it for planting my garden when I get out to Arizona. So I want to buy a batch of that from him to take with me, because I don't have an address set up out there yet. It might take a while. So I want to make sure I got what I need before I get there. So I'm going to get me some more fertilizer when I can afford it. Hey, Sean Tally Chomo, Hunter for Hire. Only Sean Tally. And actually, to be honest, I think Kickstand Sam's a Chomo too. They're Sean Tally Chomo, Hunter for Hire. Well, I don't have no Chomos because I'd beat all the holy shit out of them. They love telling me I'm a Chomo, though. They tell me to go over and look at somebody's live stream, and then I go over there to see what's going on. Me and Rodders did. And lo and behold, if Tally didn't come back and tell everybody we're Chomo supporters because we were there. Yet they were all there, every one of them. But they didn't have the balls to go in their real names. They went in hider names. They went in troll names. So not only is he a pussy ass chomo, Hey, old Whitey, what you doing, honey? Come here, I'll give you a piece of snacky. I'm gonna give old Whitey a piece of my what is this apple fritter? Here, come and get your bite. Okay, there you go. Hey, Evan,
Hello, how are you?
look at old Whitey. Hang on, look at him. I gave him a
Oh,
piece of my apple fritter.
oh,
He,
more.
he's
Look,
that. That's a
because
and look at this one. That's the puppy. He's gonna grow up to be just like him. These are
he's
Great Pyrenees, but there's the
oh,
little pupper. He thinks he's my puppy. He's not.
I gotta go let Gus in. So we found out a lot about old Shawnee Booty.
Yeah, I heard that. I actually caught your stream, actually.
One second.
Oh, Rolos, that's pretty nice. Yeah, we got a pit bull puppy, a new pit bull puppy here too. We have to have dogs here to protect the chicken farm from the varmints, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. So, good old Shawnee. Where do we
And
begin?
he would climb all the way to the top of a water tower just to rub on somebody's penis. That's just sick.
Rub. Rub. He sucked it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he rubbed first, what I heard. He rubbed and sucked and did it all.
Did it all. That's gross, dude.
Yeah, because
Um,
I mean, look at all the gay people in the world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe he was just out to see how many straight people he could turn gay. See, this is what I'm thinking, because
yeah.
I know a lot of gay people because I'm friends with tons of people that are gay, bisexual, whatever, and transsexuals. It don't matter. I have a lot of friends, but I mean,
Same.
and there's so many out there. Why would he have to go to somebody that's not that? That's not their choice. You know, he's just trying to convert them. He's trying to convert straights into gays.
See,
That's
that's
his
the gay
mission.
takeover.
Yeah. Is there a word for that or something? Because, in the gay world that I'm not saying it right, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I just think that's part of the gay takeover that they're all talking about.
Maybe, where they're trying to turn straight people gay. They don't have to turn me gay. I'll just do what I want. You know, if I want to, I will. If I don't want to, I won't. That's it. But I'm a grown up adult.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of hidden aggression, depression, everything that goes involved with being a groomer that's going on
Hmm.
with Sean, and that's why he puts it on other people. He's shameful of himself being gay. Other people
Sam's a
aren't. I'm
groomer
not.
too.
Sam's a super groomer.
He was trying to groom Jessica. Well, Jessica. I guess we better call her Jessica now since Sam's groomed him.
Yeah, and they all hide behind we're the moral fabric of the community, and they're the groomers.
And you know
Weird.
who they all hide behind? Their big leader, Baker's No Moo.
Fakers. No moo. Who I heard has a litany of child charges. That's why she hides. See, these people
Well,
hide in plain
and guess
sight.
who
They're
else fit right in the
predators.
little pocket? Green thing, the child abuser, fit right in their clique.
See, I like green things sometimes. You know what I mean? She's like,
Yeah, but I'm gonna
I
tell you.
I
Yeah,
know
but
the charges
I
that she
liked her till
has.
I found out she abused children.
Yes, the charges that I don't like them, but she's like I like her as a person. But the charges, you can't say that you like Mike and you can't say you like Tally because Mike and Tally are the same thing. Is it Sean Dibble or is it Mike Tally? Because it's the same person.
I'm still worried about that short fuse that got took out there to Dibble. And then
Yeah.
he got arrested. And I know she was there. She was in the background on the panel he was on as Duck Duck Goose. I heard her in his panel background, not in nobody else's. It was in his. So she was there. And I still don't think she was no 17 years old or 18 either. I think she was about 16.
Yeah,
She didn't look
that's
very
weird.
old.
And then Jose instantly took a break from stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but it's all about child pornography. Because remember the drone. I'm telling you about the drone. Well, that drone that Jose had, Dibble gave it to him. He went to a lady's place, flew it over in her yard, left it, because that's what he was supposed to do. Left it. That's why he didn't try to get that drone back. He was delivering child pornography via that fucking drone. I'm telling you. I already got this shit figured out, but nobody will believe me. And they never do. A year from now, they'll believe me when it all comes out in the wash that they've been delivering child pornography via those drones.
Sick fuck Jose.
I figured it out a long while back. No, Jose probably didn't even know what he was doing. I'm sure Dibble told him, I'll give you so much amount of money or something if you'll fly this drone over to a certain address and just leave it. Just drop it, leave it, and go on. Jose might not even have known what he was doing.
Yeah, but we know Sean knew what he was doing when he lured his little brother up on top of the water power.
Oh, that's a definite fact. Yes.
He lured.
Yeah, that's a fact there. That's sad.
That's fucking
I've always loved Tyke. I always knew there
I
was
love Tyke
underlying
more now.
issues with his brother, but it's getting, the more Tyke tells on him, Tyke's getting his courage up now to spill everything on him because
He is.
yeah, because he needs that to be able to get free from it. He's got to talk about it. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
My goodness.
And I've always liked Tyke, always, because I knew there was something underlying going on, underlying situation, something he'd been through in his past. I'm just wondering why Fakers No Moo supports all them. What has she got? What is her involvement? She's got an involvement. I got to figure out what it is.
Like I said, I heard that she's the ringleader for the videos, and then like all the people that are involved seem like they could be in that type of trade.
Yeah.
Poverty. She lives out in the Dust Bowl. She could be moving porn. Then you got Tally, who's a fucking groomer. His own brother. He groomed his own brother.
That's sick.
That's fucking sick, dude.
I know.
That's the sickest shit, bro. How do you live that down? I believe every single person that was there believes Tyke. Every person.
Good morning, Brian. Yeah, we're happy to discuss chomos this morning because we have chomos running amok in our community. And I just don't understand why they hadn't been caught yet. That's the thing.
Because they hide in plain sight.
Yep, that's exactly true too.
Who's gonna look at the Chomo Whisperer and say, hey, I think you might be one? How could I be one when I hunt them every day online? You see me out there hunting them.
That's the best cover in the world. Pretend to be a Chomo hunter.
Yeah, while you're a Chomo.
You're a Chomo, right.
Yeah, dude. So
and then they go around calling people like me. I'm a female. What in the fuck? I ain't no goddamn Chomo. And if I caught somebody being any way out of the way indecent with any of my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids, don't think for 1 second they'd be hurt. I'd be in prison, but them bitches would be hurt.
And
Hurt
you could,
hard.
and fuck, who wouldn't, Stella? And you can tell by Sean's demeanor. He is into the chomo shit way too much. You're a chomo. There's a chomo hide beyond every blade of grass. And now we know why he's so into calling everyone else a chomo, because he
That's all that ever comes out of his
will
mouth on every chat,
every
every
day,
every chat room he chats in. It's about Chomo.
every day it's either chomo or you're ashamed of being gay. Well, now we found out that he's a groomer, and the only one ashamed of being gay is him for puffing his little brother's Peter.
Yeah,
He's the only
I'm only
one.
gay when I want to be. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what you call that in the gay world. But I can go either way. I can flip flop. But I told you
Wow.
before, I was married to a gay man. I really was
Mhm.
married to a gay man, and I didn't care that he was gay. You know, that wasn't the problem. That wasn't why I divorced him. I divorced him because he was an alcoholic, and I basically got tired of picking up his whiskey bottles. He hid them. He'd hide them in my washing machine, in my boat, in my dryer, under my mattress. When I moved out, there was a whole complete layer of whiskey bottles laying under between the mattress and the box springs. But he was a nice guy. He was never mean to me. He never yelled at me. He never did anything to me. But I let him be gay. I let him have his gay boyfriend. I didn't care. You know,
Nice.
I'm that way. I can be a wife to a gay man, the perfect wife, because I allow him to
What's
be
up,
themselves. There's
Rotters?
Rotters.
Did you see her and see the nonsense that was going on? Rotters with the grooming, and they took his little brother. That's like some fucking stuff you see in a scary movie. Yeah, Tyke, you gotta. I wonder if Sean was looking up his shorts when he climbed him to the top. You go
That's
first,
why he
Tyke.
was so buddy buddy with Sam. Sam's gay too and won't admit it.
Wow. See,
That's,
that's what I mean. Like gayness, you in my
here's
me
the
being a
thing,
gay man.
Evan. My gaydar, I call it gaydar, not radar. My gaydar works very well, okay? I can spot gay a country mile. Takes one to spot one. But anyway, oh, no, 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 no. Gay men are not like that, Brian. They don't share their men. Tell them, Evan. Gay men don't share
Yeah, I
their
know,
lovers.
Sean.
No, they don't.
Absolutely not.
No, they don't do that. But his gay lover was killed last year. I'm gonna tell you what happened. He had a young black boy that he was trying to groom or whatever you call it, and evidently the black boy didn't like the advances was being made on him, and he killed him. And the black boy's in prison right now, doing life with no parole. He killed him. He killed that man. He's dead.
Yeah, people don't like that, and rightfully so. You know, rightfully so.
That's
Yeah,
why
Tammy's
I
water
understand
tower
your world
Tail.
and the world you live in, Evan. I do. I really totally understand your world because I've been there. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely. Man, I got so much joy out of that. He's like, "This is the best day of my YouTube career." He said. Hours later, he was crying.
as he should
Hours
be.
later, he was crying, and I'm just so glad you could be there, Rodders.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you could be there, Beckers, because we hear Tally up and down disrespect people all day long. It's finally he gets what he gets. And I'm never trying to be nice with that fool again.
And I'll bet you if we went to uh, Washington where he lives and talked to some of the people around their age bracket, maybe people they went to school with, I'll bet you he groomed a lot more than just Tyke.
Oh, I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And here's the thing, dude. So Sean and his other buddy were puffing Peters. And at what point did he look and say, I got someone else, man, we can bring into our gay little group? My little brother.
Yep.
Oh, gross, dude.
Well, and he probably thought that he could use Tyke to bring him in more possible victims. I'm gonna call them victims, but more people that he could groom.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tally's the
Absolutely.
kingpin of the Chomo grooming thing
Yes,
in
100%. We just
his
figured
area.
that out.
Yeah.
He's the kingpin of the Chos.
Yep.
Absolutely. We just figured it out. And we were all like sitting back like, why does this dude have the Chomo in his mouth every day? Why is this dude saying, you're shameful? There's not a gay on this planet that isn't shameful for being gay. That's why you have to have gay pride. No, we have gay pride because for so long we've been put on the back burner and told we weren't shit. For so long we've been put in the back burner in the 80s. Every gay man's a chomo. That's why we have pride. And Sean all the time, you're shameful for being gay. No, Sean, you're shameful. Your homosexual acts were very shameful, sir. Very shameful. I'm sickened by it. I feel dirty. I just
Well,
and
it's
then
shameful. It's shameful to the gay community for somebody
absolutely.
like what he does to children, right? Because they were children back then. They're adults now, but at the time when it happened, they were children.
Exactly. And the thing about it is Tyke came up on his own. I was just gonna talk crap. It was revealing. It was sent from above.
I just woke up this morning, Evan, and I was just so pissed because they struck Nikki's channel. And I woke up in one of my moods and I was just ready for battle.
Mm. Yeah, I just had to say what I had to say last night because this fool will use other people's avatars while he's streaming their stream talking shit about them. And he won't do nothing all
He
day.
restreams my shit all the time, but I'm not a
Yeah.
snitch. I
Well,
don't go
you
snitch on him.
yeah, I would from now on. I would just use his own medicine. Use his own medicine because here's the
Well, it
thing.
looks like I'm going to have to. I've actually
You
tried
have
not to,
No, you have to now. You absolutely, because it would be an injustice to Nikki. It would be an injustice to her
Right.
because of what he did. So we got to tell AJ and have these fucking people do the same thing he did. Fuck Tally. Fuck him.
Yeah, see, look what Shady said.
And Tally has a long history of doing stuff to children. Long history, cracking their heads, showing mows, giving kids away.
And Tyke was also right about the corruption. He's been telling us about the stuff that Manchi does to beat the system, to beat them out of money, checks, food stamps. She shoplifts. He's told that story a million times, and believe me, and that was back when Tyke was getting high. And if you can remember the same story, tell it exactly the same way, and you're hiring a kite, it's true.
You know it's true.
Otherwise,
And
the story would have changed. And Tyke stories have never changed, never.
And what about the Toothless Wonder being a tweaker?
Yeah. And Tally, and see, here's the thing. Do you know how often do you watch how much does Tally call me a tweaker and a dope cook and all that? And I've never done methamphetamine, ice,
Never
heroin,
seen it.
whatever, none of that stuff. Couldn't tell you what it looks like.
I know, dude.
But yet,
That's fun.
but yet he swears up and down that's what I am because that's what he does. Now
That
we're finding out if he calls you something and says you done something, that's exactly. And I don't think he was back on the alcohol. I think he was back on the fucking meth.
I also think that too. Because here's the thing. We've seen that with Tally in the chats. He blames you for shit he does.
Right. At least Rick came clean and Rick told us he had a problem. What happened? You know, Tally is the kind that will never admit it. Ever. Ever. I mean, I've told y'all every drug I've ever done, back in my younger days when I did a few drugs, but I've never done any of those drugs. Never. Actually, I preferred acid back in my day. Acid was my drug of choice.
Yeah, it's a good DMT's a good thing. LSD's a good thing.
Well, but back then they were saying that if you did acid, that you were going to have, your brain was going to be scrambled eggs. But I want to show you, I'm 67 years old. This is proof. I ate acid like it was candy, and my IQ's above 160 now. So acid does not scramble egg your brains. I'm going to tell you. I'm living proof.
They give it to people now. They give micro dosing. It's not
Right, microdosing. They're going to legalize all that before long.
They legalize mushrooms here in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, well, they decriminalize it right now in some states. I think California has too. Yeah, they haven't really totally legalized it, but they have decriminalized it.
There
Right.
you go. Yeah.
But back in my day, when we did drugs, we didn't have to worry about them putting what is that stuff they're putting in all the drugs now that's killing people? Yeah, fentanyl. See, they didn't have that back in my day. Our shit was pure strychnine, okay? That was what they was putting in acid back in the day.
Strychnine? That sounds like it would kill you.
It will if you overdose it.
Oh,
That's the thing. If you eat too much of it at one time. But I mean, I've done it all. Barrel, Microdot, Windopain, what's the other one? I did them all,
Right. What's up, Guru?
But that was back in the 70s. That was back when drugs were good drugs. They were real. They weren't doped up and put in them that would actually kill you. I mean, you got to know what you're doing when you take anything, but still. And I don't do nothing in my old age but smoke a little weed. Hell, I don't even drink.
Is that you?
I get a lot of spammers. They're wanting to sell me a hearing aid, or the warranty on my 96 van has ran out, or something. I just click them off. I'll go back and block them later, and they'll make a new number to call me back from. They're worse than Tally and his troll calling.
Yeah, gotcha. With the LSA and LSD with the paper. I'm reading in the chats.
But I've never took PCP. That's one thing that will drive you fucking crazy. I've never ever did any of that. I've never smoked a crack rock. I have done a line of coke a few, off and on back in the day. I did regular real cocaine. They didn't have crack rock back then. Like I said, I'm old school. But mostly, the reason I did it was because I was going to a bunch of concerts and I just wanted to have fun and enjoy the music.
Heck yeah.
That's what it was all about for me. It wasn't the drug. I just wanted to be high like everybody else and enjoy and have fun,
Hell yeah.
Well, I think prostitution's legal in Nevada, isn't it?
Yeah, Nevada it is. That's where
That's what I thought. Yeah. Hey, Spooky.
She's a prostitute.
And I never even did. They had stuff they called Locker Room and Rush and something else. Tracy told me another one they had. I forgot how do you say it, but I never did any of that because I couldn't stand the stink of it. It stunk.
Huh.
Everybody was huffing it back in the 70s. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Shit. All right. So I just want to get on here and disrespect Sean, the fucking weirdo.
Oh yeah, I'm going to disrespect him all day. So as long as
Yeah.
I'm on my stream, so
It's gonna be
yeah,
a
we're
month.
gonna because it's we think he should come clean. He should tell his side of the story and tell the truth about his side of the story. Why he did that to his brother? Did somebody else groom him to get him to do that to them? There was always somebody else. Somebody groomed Tally too, believe it or not.
Yeah, did he groom his friend or did his friend groom him? Why to bring in your own brother, dude, on the gross?
That's why I want to find out from Tally who groomed Tally, because Tally had to be groomed at some point or another for him to become a groomer. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking weird, dude. I'm creeped out by the whole ugh. Don't like it.
And that's why he won't let none of us come in his channel. He don't want none of us there because he don't want us talking about what he's really doing.
Mm-hmm. Nasty creature feature.
Oh, hey, Nudie, how you doing?
What up? All right, let me get out of here.
I
Thank
love
so
you, Abby. I've got all my seeds planted. For the cannabis world. I'm not going to do a garden here because the soil isn't prepped for gardening. It's that red clay, sandy stuff. I'd have to do a lot of prepping, and I'm not going to have time this summer to mess with it.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to stick to my regular, my other growing and what I'm good at, and take care of that and be done with it.
Mm-hmm. I over fertilized all my tomato plants, so I'm starting new ones.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about when you were making the tea, that Green Bicycles tea. I won't have to warm mine up, you don't think, will I? Because it's warmer here.
No, I just do it because it says the temperature should be 80 degrees. Because
Oh,
just
okay.
life needs
What I'm saying
more
is I could mix
water
it
and
up
sugar.
into an old milk jug, put it outside in the sun, and let it warm it up, and that would be just fine, right?
Absolutely
Okay.
would be.
All right.
It'd be better. That's what I do. In the summer, it's just I can't right now.
Yeah, it's wintertime there still.
All right,
But I
I'm gonna
can
jump
say
off.
I really do want to come up and hang out with you and help you with your
Shoot.
off-grid living, farming, feeding the
Yeah.
cows and taking care of the little animals and stuff there. I'd like to come up and spend about a month with you, to be honest, and
We
help you with some of that stuff.
had 12 cows this year.
But we had one little baby horse born. That was it.
And
Well, my
cows are
granddaughter only she raises cattle for meat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what these are for. Meat's going for
Right.
a ton right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's only getting worse. I suggest everyone learn how to birth animals. Learn how to grow your own food. I've been
Well,
doing it.
do you not remember me asking you if you had to use a chain or a rope to pull them babies out with?
Yeah, no, they
I
had
know how
them.
to birth them. Yeah.
Yeah, they had them natural, but after I left, they had to put the toe straps and pull a couple babies out.
Yeah, that you have to do that sometimes. They get dry birth, and a lot of times is what it is. And
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
lose the
I'll
mom.
tell you what I do too. If I have to, I'll take a jar of Vaseline and dip my hand or get a big blob of it, and I'll shove my hand right up in there and just wet it all down with that Vaseline, and then
Yeah,
it's easier to pull them out without breaking their little legs and things. Because if you
yeah,
pull
they
too
get
hard, you can hurt them. Yeah.
because you can. All right, Stella, I'm out of here. Peace out.
Love you. Bye bye, hubby.
Love you too. Bye.
Yeah, birthing cattle and horses and things like that are a little difficult sometimes. But if you do it right, you don't have any issues. What happens though is they'll go into labor, like in the nighttime, and then by the time they get ready to start actually giving birth, they'll be given a dry birth because they don't have any fluids, the amniotic fluids left in there. So you have to grease them up. I've had to put my hands with Vaseline up in my dog before, uh, and turn them because they were breech. I've had to turn puppies. I've had to do it all at one time or another. Are they, Dustin? Well, I've seen the smaller ones popping up around here. See, there's a lot of those big pine trees here, Dustin, and those morels will pop up underneath a pile of, where the pine needles fall on the ground. You can look underneath those pine trees, and if you see like a mound pushing up out of the ground, usually that's going to be one of those morels pushing its way up, trying to get to the sunlight, pushing those pine needles out of the way. I've been kind of studying up on the mushroom thing. Oh, did he? Are they sure it was Rebel? Happy? Oh no. I won't let known porn bombers up on my panel, period. At all. I know who's who. I know who's most of them that's doing the porn bombing. Uh oh, it was him. Oh yeah, you can usually tell. I've been porn bombed. A lot of people in the community have been porn bombed. One day I sit and watched, who was it? It was actually Sam and Jose. They were pouring Bomb and Sour one, and he still lets them on his panel. I mean, that's his business. I wouldn't let them on mine if they were pouring bombing me. But I was watching two channels on two devices at the time, and I watched them plot and plan on their channel, porn bombing him, and they did it. And I told him, but sometimes people don't listen. No, I don't let known porn bombers on my panels, honey. I only let people I can trust up here, and I verify them. I verify they're the real person. I'll tell you what happened one time. Happy, listen. I'll tell you how they got me. Um, Slab City News was just up here. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Becca's was watching it. Me and Becca and Rodney, we was watching it behind the scenes, wasn't we, Beckers? But see, let me tell you what they did. They used Evan's name, and they took a clip from Evan's video, and to where it made it look like he was showing his face on the cam and all. And this is how I got porn bombed. I got fuckeried over, right? But it wasn't Evan that porn bombed me, by the way. Oh, you gotta go? All righty. Well, be careful wherever you're at, Shady. Watch your back, girl. Yeah, and we saw, and also, Beckers, we we saw Tally teaching people how to strike channels. Okay, and so he's a snitch. You know, if he wants, why strike somebody's channel? You know. Okay, here's my point. Who's Tally going to have to fight with? If he strikes Nikki, she gets tired of messing with him, and then she decides just not to come on YouTube anymore. Who's he gonna fuck with then? Yeah, Rodders. Oh no, I didn't see her book of Dr. Seuss. I didn't see that, Rodders. But I do see her up there backing Sam up. He's another chomo. He's not only a chomo, he's a chomo supporter and a chomo. Thank you, Shady. Good to have you on the panel, honey. Thank y'all for coming up. Thank you too, Evan and Nikki. I love you guys. I don't know. I'm just too upfront, and I would rather tell somebody that they're a piece of shit and them know it come from me out of my mouth. I'm not gonna hide in a troll name or a sock account, whatever they call it, to go in there and talk shit to them. Because when I talk shit, I want them to know that I'm the one talking shit to them, right? Yet they call me a troll because I've got the name Troll Queen. They don't even know what the Troll Queen name means. They have no idea. I watch enough Dr. Seuss, not Dr. Seuss, but I watch Disney. I have to watch cartoons and stuff with all those great grandbabies. It's the only thing keeps them settled down. You know, thank God for TV. Otherwise, they're a bunch of little hellions. I mean, when you got 5 little boys, raising hell, and if you don't play cartoons for them, then they'll fight, argue, nitpick, drive you crazy where you can't get anything done. Oh, I have Spooky. Don't get me wrong. No, I have sock accounts. I do. I've got several, but I only use them like sometimes. Like in Doglitz's channel, I had to go in there in several because when he would get drunk, he would block people. Well, he liked me. He blocked me anyway. And so I'd have to use another account to go in there and say, "Hey, I'm blocked." But he don't know how to unblock people, so he's still got a lot of people. He's got all my names blocked, and we're best friends. But back when he was drinking real bad, he blocked everybody. And so I don't even use my sock accounts ever. Everywhere you see me, believe me, it's me. And one of my names that people know. I either use this name, I use Troll Queen, and I use Lipstick Hick. That's the 3 names you'll always see me in. Yeah, but it's good to have it, Happy. Like I said, in case you're in somebody's chat and one of their mods blocks you and the channel owner doesn't catch it or notice it, you can come in your sock account and go, "Hey, this is Happy Little Nikki, and someone blocked me in here," and they can get you unblocked like that. There's my honey-o. Right. But a lot of people have sock accounts because they like to go in there and troll, scroll, spam people's chats. You know what I mean? It's like Crazy Sam, okay? Nomad Sam, Cadillac Sam, whatever you want to call him. We call him Kickstand Sam now, but we copied that from Shady, by the way. Shady invented that name. She gets her credit. But he will come in 2 or 3 names and talk to himself. Now, Spooky, ain't that fucking nuts? When somebody comes in 2 or 3 sock accounts and talks to themselves in them accounts, that's what I think is pure cray cray. I'm eating some Easter candy. Huh? I stole all the Easter candy out of the Easter candy buckets. And there may be some in the bottom of this one. Y'all hang on 1 second. No, I just want to run out and pour some water in for my baby chicks. Can y'all give me 1 second? I'll be right back. They drank all their water. I'm watching them trying to get a drink, and there's not much in their drink pan. So let me just go pour some in there for them, and I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead and talk just a second. Mama's coming. Give you water, baby. Come here. Here you go. Here. Here you go. Here you go. There. There you go, baby. Okay, I got them water, y'all. Yep, they're happy. They're all up there drinking. I filled them up before they went to bed, but their pan got empty by morning. They eat 24/7. I'm gonna get my what you call it out, y'all, my incubator, and I'm gonna hatch some eggs here soon. I love you, honey. I love you, love you, love you. Hey, Jeff, bro. I went out in that damp air. Now my nose is sniffling. It's moist. The wind's blowing. I'm probably going to end up having to eat an allergy pill before the day's over. I think that wind's blowing hard here. Becca's that wind getting up in your area yet? I think we're supposed to have rain coming back in tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Man, what are we going to do? Let's have a party. Is everybody having coffee? I'm still drinking coffee. And I'm still eating on this. My son-in-law got me this apple fritter the other day, and I'm still eating on that. It was a big one. It lasts me 2 or 3 days. It's that big. Hey, does anybody know what that black salve is called? It's a drawing salve. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to, if you got a boil or something on you, you put it on there and it would draw all that all that stuff out of the boil. It's called black salve. I remember my grandmother used to use it. I'd like to get some of that to put in my medical bag, but I don't know really what it's called. I think it has a name. Yeah, my doctor made sure he gave me a 90-day supply of allergy pills because he looked at me. He says, "You know, you're going to need it." I said, "Oh, I know." Because I have allergies I'm surprised I'm not allergic to weed. I know people that are allergic to it though, because usually if you're allergic to weeds and stuff, certain weeds, you'll be allergic to cannabis as well. And I'm surprised I'm not because I have horrible allergies, but I'm uh, most of the time I'm like my daughter, we're allergic to common mold, household dust, weeds, pollen, that green dust, whatever it's called. Bobo, thank you. It's called Bo Out Salve. Did I give you a wrench, Bobo? I can't remember, honey. Let me look. Oops, sorry. I hit the clip something. Oh, there's Bobo. Okay, Bobo, I put your wrench on you, honey. Yeah, but some people are though. Well, we've been watching Pansy. We've all been watching Tyke for a long, long time. Here's the thing. Now, this is the first time Tyke has told about the water tower thing, but the other things, Tyke has told these stories on numerous occasions, and his story has never changed. Usually, if somebody's lying, their story will change a little bit some way or another. And I believe Tyke because Tyke's stories that he has told us about the stuff with Tally and growing up and everything, he has not once veered from his original story he told. And that's why I believe him. That's my reasoning for believing him because I haven't caught him lying yet. Hey, Carlos. It was riveting. Yeah. Yeah. You have to see for yourself though, Pansy, like everybody else did. You'll notice. You just keep watching because usually every few months or so, Tyke will tell us some more stories about Tally, right? And like I said, he can come back 6 months from now and his story will not change. I guarantee it. No, me either. And Tyke, and if you watch him, his eyes doesn't veer off to the left or to the right if he's lying. No, he will look you. He looks his camera right in the eyes. I have no idea, Porky. I don't know. He's got some guys been hanging with him, and so I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I don't know what's going on with him because I actually missed his live streams because he went live when I was live, so I couldn't dump my own live stream to go over there. So well, yeah. Well, Tallies are not allowed to have firearms anyway. Tally's a felon. Now, Tally's lied. Tally said, "Oh, I went back and got that felon expunged from my records," and I bet you he didn't. I bet money he didn't expunge nothing from no records. Yeah, Tally just wants to say that Tyke is a liar so that nobody will believe Tyke. That's like they've called me a liar. I'm the biggest liar on YouTube. That's so that none of y'all will believe anything that I ever say. But if you'll notice, everything I've ever said, it did sound far fetched, but it turned out to be the truth. Weird enough, but yeah, but Tally's never going to have any release on himself and his own brain until he comes clean and talks about it or gets some kind of support group, something, you know what I mean, where he could talk about it, because otherwise he's always going to be the same and he's never going to change, never. It's just like people that abuse children, like Green Thing. She's never going to change. If she abused those children, believe me, she's abused probably more than that. She just never got caught. Right. And I know, Spooky, that's what I'm saying. And I don't know whether or not he's right-handed or left-handed, but all I can say is his eyes does not veer off either direction. When he's talking and telling this stuff, he is looking straight at you in the camera directly. Now, Sam, you could tell when Sam's lying because Sam's eyes will veer off to the left or the right when he's telling a lie. It's very disturbing. But I mean, the thing of it is they're both adults now, but it makes me wonder who Tally's grooming now. He's got to be grooming some kind of a child. You know, he could be grooming another adult. Who knows? Like Sam. Tally could have been the one grooming Sam for all we know. And Jose. Yep. And then again, too, spooky. Some people are ambidextrous, and those people will sometimes they'll glance to the left and sometimes they'll glance to the right also. So you have to, you know, when they're right and left-handed, that's when it's really hard to tell. But they will never sit and look you right in the eyes. That's all I'm saying. Oh, that's what I've always thought, Rodders. And guess who they're grooming now? Jessica. Now Jessica's the one getting groomed by them. So then, which leads me back to two more questions. Okay. Is Baker's No Moo and Yakety Ann, are they grooming somebody? I still think she's hiding in Canada for a reason. Her own family calls her traitor, calls her a traitor. I'd die if I couldn't go see my kids or couldn't visit with my kids or talk to my kids my family on a regular basis, you know? But not Yukon Ann. Her family don't have nothing to do with her. He probably was, Rodders. I'm serious. I feel sorry for that little kid. But um, what I don't know how old he is. What 28 or something? I don't know. He's not very old. But see, that's the perfect kind for Tally and him to groom. Yep, I agree. He probably does. I wonder how many times he signed his name on the top of that water tower. Yeah, I can't use both hands. I'm a right-handed person. But Nikki, now it's time to not get mad, but now's the time to get even, for his snitching. And Sam's a CI. Sam's a snitcher. Sam's setting up people to get them to help fill up the county jails. That's what Sam does. I bet Sam groomed a lot of people while he was in jail. I bet he did a lot of those massage rubs. I bet he tied his sheet around him, made it like a skirt, so he could wear a skirt while he was in jail. Yours hangs to the left, Carlos. Carlos, you might have to send me a picture of that, because I like to see the proof. Nikki might want to see it too, Carlos. So make sure me and Nikki gets proof of the hanging to the left, okay? He does, Porky. Oh, you was Digger last week, Jeffro? Man, oh, I know, Carlos. I know. I'm teasing you, sweetie. Yep, y'all. They're posting links in case any of y'all missed it. So if y'all want to go see it, you're welcome to go see it. Yeah, Jeff Grow. Oh, that would be nice, Carlos. Digger's a real nice person. You'll enjoy meeting with him. Yeah, Digger's a sweetheart. Have you got a trucker tan, Jeffro? You know where their socks, where they wear socks and a t-shirt, and they're tan between the top of the socks and the arms on the t-shirt. I call that a trucker tan. Yeah, we got rain coming in tonight, Lisa. I gotta buckle down my chicks out there tonight so the rain don't blow in on them. I've got their tarps up right now so they get plenty of sunshine and whatever. They're happy again. I went out and gave them their fresh water this morning. Whoa, what a deal. I'm eating Easter candy, y'all. It was they gave me that bucket of eggs, and I cleaned one of the buckets out and put in the other bucket. And down in the bottom was tons of candy. Sour punch. That sounds good. What is this one? They're different colors, so I'm sure there'll be different flavors. I'm going to eat the brown one, and I'll save the yellow one for later. Yellow's probably lemon. Y'all ever ate sour punch candy? This was candy the kids didn't like, so. Yeah, I do every once in a blue moon, but not very often, Happy, because my vehicle bounces so much. It makes uh, the video, it makes it bounce, and it's annoying. I try not to do that. I've still got video clips that I haven't even got off my dash cam yet from the trip before last. mm. Hang on, Lisa. I'm going to tell you what's going to be today. Hang on a second. I'll tell you. Well, it's 58 right now, but it's going to be 71 today. Yeah, but know what I do? I have a one of those magnet windshield mounts, and I just stick my camera up there on that. Who's Jacob? And plus, I'd rather video it on my dash cam because I like to use my GPS, a lot of time when I'm driving. Hmm. I found another seed in my bed. I'll take it out and poke it in one of them cups later. I don't know which one it is, so I spilt one of my seeds on my bed. No, I tell them Happy that I can't read chat unless I'm stopped at a red light or something, and I just tell the chat, y'all talk amongst yourselves because I'm driving and I can't read the chat while I'm driving. I do that whenever I'm driving. That's what I do. Nikki, you can always tell the tourists, huh, by their lack of tan. But I stay dark year round, you know. See, I don't know if you can tell. Look how dark I am. And I don't even get in the sun. And I'm dark head to foot like this, y'all. I have a year round tan. No tan lines. But my butt's white. I don't have a big, beautiful black ass like Becca. My butt is actually white. I don't know why. Well, you could turn on a stream as long as you're watching the road and not sitting there looking at the chat. I don't have any reason to look at the chat when I'm driving. You know, and I make everybody aware that I'm driving. I'm not looking at chat, so don't ask me no questions or nothing. I won't be able to answer them unless I stop at a stop sign or stoplight, and then I can answer questions at that point. I know I'm dark all over though, except for my butt. My butt ain't that dark. I mean, it's dark, but it ain't as dark as my skin. My legs are dark. I've showed my legs on here before. Bobo, thank you. Thank you very much, sweetie. I appreciate that. Y'all look here. Bobo, super, super duper. Thank you so much, baby. Oh, I've been in a ton of car wrecks, Happy. Tons of them. I don't even think I can count how many I've been in. And cars that flipped completely, rolled in the air 2 or 3 times, and when they landed, smash upside down, the whole roof caved in. And I'd dive out the broken window glass on the side windows. I'd be diving out like I'm swimming, hands forward, right up, just like you're diving off a diving board. Bang, right out that window I'd go. I got a few little stitches on the sides of my shoulders and things. I still got scars where the glass cut me going out, but I got out. Of course, yes. I don't see the need. Yeah, I drive. I don't sit and keep my eyes. I'm not texting. I'm not typing. I'm speaking into my microphone just like I am today, except for I'm not reading the chat. I've got videos up where I was traveling. Yeah, I don't take no chances on having no accidents. Around here, they're working on all the roads, Happy. And believe me, it don't take much for you to get to the side of the road and be flipped upside down in a big deep ditch because they're working on these highways down through here. So no, I talk. I don't look at chat. I keep my eyes on the road. You have to. I mean, that's just it. And the people that I've seen driving, okay, it's like I don't know. But I've watched several of the people in the 1A community, doing their cop watching and stuff. They don't sit and talk to the chat either. They talk, they tell you what's going on around them, but they don't read the chat, speak to the chat till they stop. Yeah, but that was back. Listen, you got to look at this, Happy. I'm 67. Most of the accidents I was in was back when I was in my, early 20s and stuff like that. They didn't stream back then. We didn't have no live streams. We didn't have no computers back in my days when I got in my wreck. And no, I can't count how many because I've been in a lot. It wasn't that important for me to keep a count on every one of them. But a hippie, back in my day when I was in the car accidents, there was no internet. There was no videoing. I don't even think, no, there wasn't even cell phones back then. So no, we didn't do that back then, back in my day, honey. I'm old. You guys are young, happy, not like me. I'm an old woman. I'm not making excuses. That's just how it is. We didn't have internet. We didn't have cell phones. Hell, we barely had color TV at home. What are you talking about? I remember when we got our first color TV set. And then when they did come out with telephones, we had party lines. You'd have to pick up the phone, and if somebody was on there talking, you'd have to hang up till they finished before you could make your call. There was a three line. I think we were on a 3-line party line back in the day. None. Most of the accidents I've been in were just one car. It was just us. Okay, let me explain something to you. The one I was in where the car flipped, it had the anti-lock brake system on it, and the brakes locked up while going around a curve on a gravel road. It wasn't anybody's fault. And the next thing I know, the car was spinning in the air like a football. And then when it landed, it was like bam! Whole car crushed in, you know? Yeah, I'm just trying to explain to Happy though. See, things were different back in my day, Happy. All the accidents I've been in, Spooky, none of them were my fault. None. Well, like when I was on my when I became disabled, a divorce lawyer in a brand new Cadillac backed out of his parking place at his office and crammed into my car. I'm sitting in a line of traffic at a red light. Okay? Just sitting there. So no, that wasn't my fault either. Now I don't know what the I think he was just in a hurry. Now we had cell phones then, but I was just sitting at a red light. I was going on my lunch break. Oh yeah, Lisa, you could add those extension lines on them, but ours hung on the wall. You could not move it, take it anywhere. Yeah, they could. Yeah, that's true though, Happy. I mean, they might have been distracted. It might not have been a cell phone. They could have been distracted by somebody in their car. I'm gonna tell you, most of the distractions I've seen. Listen, and people in accidents, they were trying to eat food while driving. They pulled through a drive-through window. They got their food. They're digging in a bag, trying to get their burger and their fries out, and they're distracted from their food, not because they're live streaming. They're trying to eat their damn lunch and get back to work on time, right? Well, yeah, anything is dangerous, Happy. Anything in life. Hell, you could walk out there and go to cross at a crosswalk when you got the green light to walk, and you could still get hit by a car that runs through a damn red light and runs you over. So you got to watch out for the other guy. That's what you got to do when you're driving. Watch out for the another person. Watch all the people around you. Yeah, but a lot of the wrecks I've seen, you could see their food everywhere. You could tell they just went through a drive-through somewhere and got their food because they would have hamburgers and French fries and cups spilt up on their dash, coming out their window, and everything else. A lot of accidents are caused from fast food. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Well, I don't now. I don't like drunk drivers. I don't like drunk drivers. I think if you're going to drink, you either need to stay at home, or if you're going to drink in the public, you need to take a taxi or a Uber or Lyft ride, or have a friend drive you home. You know, now drunk drivers, they say, are the number one cause of deaths on highway things. But I'm telling you, food is the other cause. Food, texting while driving, and driving while drinking. That's your three main causes. But they never say anything about the people that are eating food because they're distracted from their food while they're driving, you know. Oh, I stop. No, when I get my food, I'll pull over in the parking lot and sit and eat my food before I take out. Yeah, it's just another for instance I'm giving you, Happy, that causes accidents. And it is food. People go through a drive-through, they get their food, but nobody says nothing about that, right? That's something you never hear in the news. They were distracted from a Whopper, and they were caused this wreck because they were eating a Whopper while driving, you know. You don't hear that in the news. You're never going to. Right. Anything that deflects you. That's why I use GPS if I'm looking for a place. Like I said, I put my GPS on, I stick my phone up on my magnet, and it talks to me. It tells me when I need to turn, where I need to turn. You know what I'm saying? And that way I don't even have to look at the phone. It's just up there so I can hear it good, right? It'll tell you, make a right turn in 1.1 miles or some shit. Spooky, I'm waiting for the hover cars to come out. I've been waiting on the hover transportation forever. They don't even need highways. Our highway department didn't even need it. They can make those hover cars. They can. I would much rather have a hover car. And when they make those, they're going to have sensitivity things all around them to where they're not going to crash and they're not going to run into each other. The car itself is going to hover. It's going to pull you away from anything you were going to hit, like even a mountain or a big rock or an antenna. Or my God, that's a lot of wrecks. 28 times. You must live in a big city, Happy. See, I live mostly in country, rural areas where we don't have those issues. You know what I'm saying? And back when I had, like I said, my accidents, we lived in a rural area, and a lot of the roads were gravel. And gravel is a bad accident, especially when your brakes lock up and you hit the gravel, and all you can do is try to slide. The brakes are locked. You can't unlock them because they've locked up. And the next thing you know, you're spinning through the air like a football. That's why I keep full coverage insurance. Believe me, you won't regret it. And I don't keep just full coverage. I pay for every option on an insurance policy that they have. Okay. And it's more than full coverage, because full coverage don't even cover some of the things you need. So I cover it all. I said, I want it all. I want the full coverage and any other coverage that I can get. And that's what I pay for. Don't get me wrong. I pay $180 a month. That's close to $200 a month I pay for some good insurance. But I got my campers covered, my vans covered. And if I get into a wreck and they total it, I'll get a brand new vehicle. Simple as that. They can't really bang up my body no more than it already is, because my body's shot. If I make it through the wreck, I'll get a new vehicle, and that's it. Well, because Happy, those parking lots, you listen, everyone I ever shop in, I put my buggy, and I have to turn it to where the wheels catch the rubber gripper part on the corners against my vehicle. Otherwise, if the parking lots are sloped to let the water run off, and there goes that shopping cart down through there. And I've had to chase them when they got loose and took off, to keep them from hitting other cars in the parking lot, right? I drive by them. If I see them talking on a phone, I'll yell out the window at them, "Get off that phone, you damn idiot, before you cause an accident." Huh? I'll tell them. But you can't catch every one of them. Exactly, Spooky. Because weed smokers drive exceptionally slow. Oh, he struck you pushing your cart. Oh, now that's a whole nother ball game. Hippie there. I'd have sued the fuck out of him. Hey, Happy, one time, I was inside this store shopping, and I had a car come through the plate glass window, and I jumped back. I saw it coming. I jumped back to miss the car coming through the window, and fell over a grocery basket of stock they were putting away in the store. Had some kind of plastic flowers or something in it. But I fell over that trying to get away from the car coming through the window on me. Hey, Street Life. Hey, Snuggle. Boy, good to see you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hmm. Well, I had a guy. Here's why I keep full coverage anymore, Happy, and this is a true story. I had My mama had cancer and was dying. I flew her from Kentucky out to Eastern, about an hour past Dallas, okay, to come and visit me and my family for Christmas, right? Well, it was time. She stayed through her holiday, with us, and I had to drive her back to Dallas, which was an hour away, to take her to the airport to fly her back home. And an idiot ran a red light and hit my vehicle, and all I had was liability insurance. Okay, they took off. Didn't So there was a hit and run. Basically, they left, and so I had to get a ride back home, get another vehicle that I had, you know, and come back and pick everybody up and take my mama to the airport. But hmm, but I'm just saying, but they destroyed my truck I was in, and of course I had no money to fix it because I didn't have full coverage insurance. And so I keep full coverage. I probably paid more in full coverage insurance than my vehicle's worth. But at least if anything ever does happen, I will get my vehicle replaced and everything in it. So it's happy they're probably not even looking for him, okay? They don't care. If they can catch him right there on the spot, fine and dandy. The police don't really care about much about automobile accidents anymore. They're more after trying to set up people for selling drugs or, doing something else. They never to this day found that guy that hit my truck, right? And there was a lot of witnesses around that saw the vehicle, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. To this day, they never found the guy. And so I had to, my truck, my whole radiator was busted. The whole front end was busted up. It was just one of them things. You deal with it and you move on. That's all you can do. I don't even think that guy that hit me had license plates. That was the thing. He didn't have any insurance, didn't have any license plates, didn't have jack nothing. So, and if those kind of people hit you, it's the same as a hit and run. You ain't going to get nothing because if they can't afford insurance, if you sue them, you're not going to get anything because they got nothing. If they can't afford automobile insurance, believe me, they got nothing. Right, Becca. Yeah, and if it's just you hit a tree or something or hit something on private property, the police don't even have to come. They don't even have to come make an accident report. And that's the law. Well, I do drive like that because normally I have my dog with me, and I wouldn't hurt my dog for nothing, you know. Good morning, Wonder. Happy Tuesday. We're just in here carrying on some conversating. Just pitch in whenever you got something to say. Yep, they're wrapped in their own little bubble. They don't worry about the world outside. I just plan to live a few more years. That's why I try to be as safe a driver as I can be. I don't have anything on my record now because it's all the accidents I've been involved in were too long ago. They're off my records. So I don't have any accident records. I don't have any speeding tickets. I don't have any drunk driving tickets. I don't have any of that. And up until I got arrested for something I didn't do, my record was spotless. It's just, I call it shit happens and then you die. Exactly, Emoji King. Everything is dangerous. Everything. Oh no. What was it? Where was that at, Lisa? That's what I say too, Wander Wander. Life's a bitch and then you die. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I don't talk to no fucking cops. Fuck them. They can go away and leave me alone. I'll demand my lawyer. Don't even try talking to me. I know my constitutional rights. In fact, I'll start reading. Do you know how many times I went up in front of the judge and read myself my own rights? A lot. Every time I'd go in the courtroom, in fact. Just to let them know I do know my rights. Oh, well, I can't wait. That wind's still blowing out there. The sun's out, but the wind's blowing. So I probably won't run too long with a live stream today. I haven't had time the last several days to even watch movies or documentaries or none of that. But once I'm still not settled back in from my last trip out. I wanted to go see Rebecca and Rodney so bad. My van was running good, you know. I could have went there. I just didn't have the gas to get there or get back here from there either. So I really wanted to go visit with them and hang out and see the growly puppies. I want to see them puppies. Honey, it's always cold where you are, girl. I'm surprised you haven't broke bones from falling down. I'm gonna take me a little smoke of this and see if I can. My throat's dry this morning. When I end my stream, I gotta go over and take care of my baby. Gotta go see my baby. Hmm? Oh well, Emoji King. Thank you for your services, sir. Or ma'am. I'm not sure whichever, but did I give you a wrench yet? I don't think I did, Emoji. Hang on a minute. Let me look. There you go. Okay. Emoji, I gave you a wrench there, honey. I had to go look, see if you had one already. I can't see the wrench people on StreamYard. I'm just making a few cigarettes as I go. I'm opening this other thing, let the sun in. Ho-ho. Let the sun shine in. Sun's coming out bright, but that wind is blowing cold. So it's probably going to be about 12 or 1 o'clock before I can get out there and start finishing situate. I'm trying to get my band situated. I think check day. I think I'm just going to get me a couple of new batteries out onto my battery bank, and I'm going to make my trip to go see Rodders and Beckers anyway. I want to go see my peoples, my friends. Oh, no. Oh, my pleasure, Emoji King. I'm 67, honey. You're a young pup yet. I'll be 68 this year. I'm still kicking at it and going strong. I still love to travel. But if I don't get to go see my friends now, before I get any older, eventually, I'm going to get too old to travel. And I just want to go visit a few people that I really like before I'm too old to do it. Um, yep. Y'all hear my cigarette roller? And yeah, I still smoke cigarettes and I smoke weed. I don't drink, but maybe a sip on the holiday like New Year's or something. That's about it. But I don't really care for alcohol. I never have. But I do like to travel. I like fishing. I like hunting. I like outdoor stuff, outdoorsy doings. I can't hike. I'm not a hiker because I'm too old. I can't walk that far to hike. So, I just stick to traveling in my vehicle. But one day I'm going to go get to visit my friend Becker and her husband Rodders, and we're going to smoke us some weed together. And Beckers and Rodders will drink them a beer, and we'll have us a good time. Be a good visit. Oh yeah. Yes, everything in moderation. That's it. I've got a bottle of peach schnapps here that I got back when Jose came to visit me, and that was over 2 years ago. So that's how much I drink, okay, if that makes sense. I don't mind. If I drank every day, I'd tell you, but I don't. I just never was interested in alcohol. I like to know where my head's at all the time. And usually, if I smoke cannabis, all I do is get munchies, eat, and go to sleep. That's why I usually don't even smoke until bedtime at night. But I'm not going anywhere today because I don't have any money to go anywhere. I need to go. I need to go to the dollar store, but I don't have the money right now to go. I'm going to have to wait until I get my check. It's like broke 30 time of the month for me. And I've been skipping meals lately anyway, trying to lose a little weight. I gained so much weight during COVID, it's embarrassing. Because I used to be really thin and, all that. But now I've got a little, what do you call those? A little muffin top. Oh, that's right. Hey, Christian, good to see you. Oh, yeah. All the majority of the stuff, even the weeds in our yard, are healthy for us. They're good to eat. Everything is either it's some kind of a medicine used for medicine or some type of food. Nearly everything that grows. I'm busy. Look, I got 2 things like that full. I got 60 of them that come up. Cool. I got about 15 things in here that's full. See this? I just wanted to show you. Look, they all need seeds put in them if you want to put seeds in them. I'm going to let you know. I found a seed. I spilled it on my bed. I'm not sure which one it is. Here. But if you want to put some seeds in there, you can. Is that a seed? I'll mark them for you. Wait a minute now. Hang on. Let me get it out under my fingernail. That's a seed, right? It broke. No, it ain't. That's not a seed, then. Yes, it is. It's broken. It's a bug or something. No, it ain't. Grab it. I don't need that. Do you want to put some seeds in here? I was just going to ask. I don't have any more. Oh, you planted them? Yeah. Dan, where'd you put them all at? Right there. Go look. Go just shove it in the pot just in case. How many did you plant? Go. You can go. Look right there. Look in front of you, honey. Right there, up on top of the baby chicks.
Oh,
There's 36 cups.
good. You have 40 plates. I was just gonna ask if you wanted to put. I didn't know you didn't have any.
I have no more left, though. Thank you for showing me your garden.
I got 60 though. I counted them.
Good deal.
That's good, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
So if I got 60, I'm liable to get 30 or 40 females. 20 at least.
You just keep them way over there. You got your plants growing too? Yeah, I just got mine. I planted mine on the full moon, Emoji King, or pink full moon, which is a special full moon, okay? That we had this time. And that's when I planted. So we'll see. I got 36 cups planted. We'll see what comes out because I'm picky. I only keep the best, the healthiest, and then I just get rid of the rest. I pick out the best, most healthy plant I got. Because different seeds can be, weak or, not as good. Yeah, I don't care about drinking myself either. Oh, cool, Lisa. Video it. You ought to video that. I love my new tobacco roller, y'all. I bought an HK2. It's called a Hawk-O-Matic, and it's an electric cigarette roller. And man, I love this thing. Oh, it works so good. That other one, that hand crank one I had, would hurt my thumbs and my hands and make my hands cramp up. And I love this roller. It's going to rain here tonight, Lisa. Oh, you can't go because it's going to rain. I got you. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here tonight. And I can tell because the wind's blowing. It's blowing it in. Oh, and my little rooster, Rocky Balboa, he's getting so big, Lisa. I've got all the chicks outside now, honey. I've got their cage and their heat lamp and all that on them outside. I'm gonna go out in a minute and give them some boiled eggs. I woke up in the middle of the night. Something was talking to me about them striking Nikki, Lisa. And I woke up this morning spitting fucking nails. Because when I went to bed, it was her channel got struck by Tattletale Tally, Snitch Tally. And I'm going to tell you, that pissed me off. But I never get mad, girl. I always get even, but I never get mad. Would you run out of papers?
Yeah.
Hang on. Just let me find them. I got to figure what I did with them. I'll give you some papers, honey.
There's some seeds right there.
Hmm?
Think it's any good?
Go poke it in your pot then.
Look, you think it's any good though? Why?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they're not good.
Well, I don't know. I like the striped ones better, but yeah. But
Yeah,
no,
striped ones always come up. I counted them there. It was 54. You hear me?
yeah.
Out of 54 plants, how many females do you think I'll get?
I don't know.
I should get at least 20, huh? I'm planting them out there in the woods. You ain't got to worry about it.
Here.
But Dad will help me. Dad knows how to plant. He'll help me pull the males and everything. So you ain't got to worry about no males. You hear me?
I'll help you.
They'll be out there in the woods, though. I'm going to plant them out there. Look, you know, like a rooster out there.
Yeah, save all your seeds.
I have been. I go plant them every time I get them.
Well, 'cause you'll need some for a late crop. Well, I say save them. I'm gonna have somebody send me some more because I didn't get any White Widow. Well, I wanted some White Widow seeds, but I didn't. He didn't. He's supposed to send me some, but I did not get White Widow. But that's okay. I planted what I got because I'm grateful to get what I get, right? But I still want some White Widow. There's buds. Yeah, but they were but I didn't get any White Widow buds. Yes, sir. Yeah, I saw that on the thing, and um I got hang on, and I'll show you. I got them all. Wait a minute. Let me light my cigarette here. I'll show you. Buds. I got them all planted, but um, the, but I didn't get no White Widow. There was I'm trying to think. Panther Blood, Black Panther, and Black Grail is what I got. Hang on a minute. The sun's out. You may not be able to see very well, but see, I got them in my cups out here in the sunshine. See, look. And my daughter gave me these. I'm hung on the metal. Hang on. My daughter gave me these things from the nursery where she got her garden plants. But anyway, I'm gonna go back in so I can see the phone. I can't see it. The sun's too bright out here. I can't see it. Oh, but there they are. And I planted them on the full moon buds. You know, it was a pink full moon this time. And so I planted on that. But I want to thank you very much. You know what I did with my slaps buds? Well, I've used 4 of them already. I still got a few more I'm gonna put somewhere, but I put them on my spotlights, my rechargeable spotlights. The ones I picked out the ones that fit, because I had already put green bicycles is on my jar. But I'm going to get me another jar and put that other round one you gave me, the one with the little cloud deals on it. I want to put that. I'm going to get me another jar, put that one on it. I forgot to pick me an extra jar up when I was in Arkansas. But I love them. Okay, be sure send them to Arkansas though. I mean, excuse me, don't send them to Arkansas. Send them to Oklahoma. I think I sent you the address. If not, send me a message on Twitter or something so I'll get a notification on Twitter and I can send you I think I gave it to you on Twitter before, the address to send to in Oklahoma. Yeah, because it's going to be 3 months before I go back to Arkansas again. I just happened to be going pretty quick and got my packages. I had a package from you, I had a package from Evan, and I had a package from Caveman, all in Arkansas. I got 1 package from Evan here before I left. Then when I got there, I had 3 packages. So I got all the packages. Yeah. But thank you, Buds. I did want to thank you very, very much because well, I know that Black Panther's good, and also that Black Grail. So, or excuse me, the Panther Blood and the Black Grail are both good ones. I don't know about the Black Panther though. I don't think I've smoked any of that. But we'll see. We'll see how. I'll keep you informed. And yes, I used my. Here's my. You want to see my dirt bucket? Check this out. This is my dirt bucket. I mix my dirt. And there's my little digging shovels. And then I mixed this in with my soil, the Ocean Bounty flower, and that's what I planted in. And I used I bought potting soil with the perlite. It has some little green dot balls of something in it. I don't know. Oh, do you like your shirt? Yeah, we worked really hard on it. My daughter did. You know, I'm fixing to make something for Evan for his birthday. His birthday's the 22nd, but it's not going to be made for him to get it in time for his birthday. I'm going to go over today and work with her. I want to find a real good picture of him and I'm going to make him a kind of like a Yeti cup. She's got an oven. She bakes those stickers on or whatever. They're baked on there so they don't ever come off. But I'm making him a cup for his birthday. Yep. Green Bicycles, you guys. Drop Green Bicycles' web address in there for me, buds, please. But those in the no. I love that. I love that sticker he sent. It fit my little brown jar so perfectly. Me and my grandson's having a grow contest. Ain't we?
I guess so. You got the better seeds. You might beat me.
No, I got the Green Bicycles. I'll damn sure beat you. Yeah, there you go. If y'all want your fertilizer for your garden, for your weed, for whatever, buy you some green. And it's not really that expensive either, guys. It's the prices are reasonable, and it'll actually last a long time. But I've got to get me them puppies got into my potting soil, ripped my bags open. I had to scrape it all up off luckily it was on my rug and out in front of my camper, my big gigantic rug. And then I had to wash my rug and get it off. And puppies had a field day tearing up my damn potting soil, though. That's why I have to have my plants. I'd put everything up in the air so they don't tear. Oh, buds, I was going to ask you. Now I'm going to buy some of those, those bags, those aerated bags that you plant in. I've always grew in 5-gallon buckets, so I'm thinking I'm going to order the 5-gallon size of those. You know what I'm talking about? The roots can breathe through those bags, and that's what I'm going to use to plant them in. To transplant them into. But I'm going to have to get, I'm going to have to get quite a bit of potting soil. And what I'm going to do, I think, is get some peat moss and potting soil, mix it together, and then mix the Green Bicycle in that to make my dirt. Okay, Lisa, hurry back, honey. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Emoji King. Love you too, honey. Well, that's okay. Emoji art's a good thing to do. I just got my old ugly ass picture up here. I took that picture last month. Yakety Ann keeps trying to say it's not me and it's photoshopped and this and that. And she's crazy. I'm old. Look, I ain't fancy. I ain't even got no makeup on. I usually wear my hair in a ponytail. I was lucky I even had it down that day. I think it must have been after I got out of the shower. I still had it down, hadn't put it up yet. Normally my hair's up in a big old ponytail up on top of my head. Okay, I got you. And the other question, Buds, was, is it okay? I know peat moss, I have to soak it. I know how to use peat moss, but can I add some peat moss in the potting soil to kind of stretch it out a little bit? Um, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to pay so much for so much of that. If I buy one bale of peat moss and then get several bags of potting soil and then I'll soak the peat moss down for several days to get the heat out of it, because peat moss is hot. And if I don't soak it down and get the heat out of it, it'll burn your shit up. Well, that's what I plan to do. Thank you, Buds. I just had some questions. You're welcome to come up, Buds, if you want to come talk to me about it. And okay, Happy. Thank you for coming in. I'll drop the link, Buds, if you want to come up so we can make sure I'm doing things properly.
Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, emoji. Thank you very much, honey. I know I noticed a lot of the growers aren't live streaming. They must be all planting and working their stuff and getting it going for the summer. I haven't noticed a lot of the growers really going live. Maybe that's just because I'm not getting the notifications either. Because I like to go over to their streams and talk about stuff. How's Ma doing? Yeah, I meant to ask about her. She doing okay? She seems like such a nice lady, bud. She really does. Do you ever let her help you with your plants? Do you ever let her help you? Or is she just not interested? Sometimes people aren't interested, in what you do. Oh, she's fantastic. I agree, Buds. I think she's a super smooth lady. You're lucky to still have your mother. My mama died young on me years ago. She died at age 52. I've already outlived her. I don't know how many years, 12 years. But oh, Semper Fi, Marine Corps. Yeah, Mike's husband was Marine Corps emoji, by the way. He came home from Vietnam in 1969, and I met him in 70. In 1971, we had our first child. We had 3 children together. Oh, she probably, yeah, but she's probably not interested in it. You know what I'm saying, buds? I think Happy left a little bit ago, but I'm not sure, but I'm sure she'll see it. I have to go back on my laptop, and a lot of time I don't get the notification when people subscribe. But I could go subscribe to you right now, Emoji King. Hang on a minute and I will. Just a second. All right, emoji. I subscribed and I dinged your bell. Ring my bell like Blondie. Honey, so am I. I'm a big boned girl. I'm big boned, so when I gain a few pounds, it makes me look even bigger. That's why I'm trying to get rid of this COVID weight that I've. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I ring your bell. Sorry, I was over on the wrong screen. You probably couldn't hear me, but yeah, I subbed you. I rang your bell. All that jazz. But what I was telling Buds is very lucky to still have his mom. I honestly, my mom was my best friend. I wish she was still here with me. I think she does come to visit me in the form of a red bird because all of a sudden a red bird showed up here recently. And that's the first time I've seen a red bird here lately. Oh, good citizen. I love you. How you doing, sweetie? Maybe it was on my other name, Emoji King. Because I just now, unless they took it off, but I just now had to sub you again on this name because I've got Lipstick Hick, Troll Queen, and Stella's Van Travels. That's the only three I sub on. I don't sub on any of my sock accounts, but yeah, I've been subbed to Spooky a long. Yes, a cardinal. Thank you, a cardinal. Yes, that's right. But he was out there this morning. He came to visit me this morning to check on me. Now, in Arkansas, I've got 3. I've got 3 of them that they stay there day and night watching me, keeping an eye on me. I've only got one here in Oklahoma. Only one so far that I've seen. Now, they may bring the rest of the family here to meet me, to look after me. And sub to Good Citizen Media too. If y'all aren't sub to them, go and click their name and go to their channel and subscribe to Good Citizen Media. Good friend of mine, by the way. And Buds subscribe to Buds. If y'all like the grow community, uh, subscribe to Buds and Hazard. He always does a real good show. He shows us all his ladies, and he takes us through their progress of growing and harvesting, the whole 9 yards. Buds is a super good channel. I always enjoy his. And the other one, Green Bicycles, always has a good show on his too. GREAN BICYCLES, Green Bicycles. Be sure and sub him up too. Oh, definitely, honey. Yeah, that's what the wrenches are for. Just sub everybody in here. You know what I mean? Because most of these people in here have a channel. Are you in Boston? Oh my God, Emoji King. God, I love Boston. I love that Boston accent. I do. My friend Tracy, she lives in Massachusetts. Um, but I love that Boston accent. I always have. Yeah, that's what it's for. If you don't sub each other when you're in here, I mean, there's like right now there's 21 people in here. There's only so many chatting, but yeah, go sub these people up. And if they're interested in your channel, they'll sub you back. It's how you do it. I only need 230 something more and I'll hit 2K subscribers. I've been working hard on my channel. Okay, Spooky, good deal. Yeah, because most people come in here, most people are actually trying to grow a channel. A few of them aren't. Like my friend Lisa, she just comes in to talk to me because she's my bestie, and a few people like that. But most people in here have some kind of a channel, whether it's from the Grow community, the A1 auditors, the travelers, the homesteading communities. I'm trying to think. I got a few people from the gamer community comes in. I don't know. I got people from all over YouTube because I get out and get around. I go out and try to meet new people all the time, and if they want to come hang out in my live streams, they're more than welcome. There's my JoJo. I love you, JoJo. And we've got people all over the world here too. We've got Irish, we've got UK, we've got Australia. I can't even begin to think of the countries I've got of people that come into my channel and people that I've met. So just yeah, like I said, I work hard to bring new faces in. And so there's always 1 or 2 new faces that pops in. I visited a channel the other day and invited several people in here. So, oh yeah, JoJo plays music on her channel. I forgot about the musicians. Yeah, the musician channels. There's a lot of those too, and I'm subbed to a lot of those because I like music. So, like I said, anything stuff that I'm interested in, I try to go around and type in the chat, and I always just tell them, hey, I need just this many amount of subscribers to hit my 2K mark, And several of them, at least 3 or 4 or 5 people will sub me. If you can make 5 or 10 subs, then every stream you go in, your channel will grow quick. 5, 10 subs a day is a fair amount. And that's what I average. I average 5 to 10 new subs per day. Oh, you were in the Navy. Oh, I thought you were in the Marines. You said Semper Fi. I thought you were Marine Corps. Sorry. Oh, okay, JoJo. Well, whenever you get it, I'll make sure and I will write you back, girl. I'll write you back immediately. I check my email several times a day. So when I get an email, I will write you back. Oh, you was a Marine. Oh, okay. All righty. But me too. I love meeting new people. I do. I really I enjoy it. Everybody has a story to tell about their life. And my dad, I love listening to my dad's stories. My dad served through like 3 wars. Um, and he was a welder. So he always had lots and lots of stories he told us as kids. You know what I mean? When I was a kid. And my dad's been dead too for many years. He lived to be 93 though. He lived pretty long time. My mother died early age because she had cancer, but my dad lived old age. And so I don't know. I'll live somewhere between uh probably between 80 and 90 something years old, probably, maybe. Yeah, I had a brother-in-law that was also a Marine, my sister's husband. He was also a Marine. And my sister lived on the Marine bases when he was overseas or whatever. I don't know what they call that, but wherever when they go, when they get shipped out. But my daughter, when they get shipped out to fight, though, she had to stay on the base. She didn't get to leave. Oh, that's sad. My condolences emoji for that, because we all do appreciate the service that our servicemen have went and to fight, overseas to help protect us, and we all appreciate you. We really do. Well, my husband was a MP in the Marines. He was military police. I don't think he went out on the front lines or did anything dangerous. Nothing to brag about. He was an MP. Okay. Jojo, yeah. Look here, Jojo. I'll show you. Look. Look at the Easter eggs. And these are real ones. The kind you can eat. And I nagged a bowl of candy was in the bottom of it. So I've been eating candy all morning. I got these little balls. I'm not sure what they are. They're called sixlets. But here's the thing, they're called sixlets, but there's 7 in the bag. Now, why do they call them sixlets if there's 7 of them in this little pouch? I don't get it. But anyway, I'm going to eat them regardless. Well, if I would have went in the military emoji, I would have been a sniper because I enjoy shooting and I'm damn good at it. Let's put it that way. I would have became a sniper. Yeah, you would be interesting to talk to on panels sometime. But I love my guns. You may not know my story emoji about the police stealing all my guns. You know what I mean? But they did. They didn't get them all because I'd already took some of them, moved them here where I was going to be partially moving to. And they didn't get them all, but they got a lot of them. Let's put it that way. Well, the problem is I'm gonna have to cut it with scissors. I can't even get it to tear with my fingernails. Okay. I'm gonna tell you if they're sweet or sour. Hmm. They're not sour. They're not sweet, but they're weird tasting. Oh, and I got some sweet tarts and a blow pop, a Reese cup, and a bunch of chocolate stuff. Hershey's Kisses, and some of these sour punch things. They're like those Twizzlers, only they're little short pieces and they're sour. I got some of those. I think I'm gonna eat this Reese cup. It's a big Reese cup. Oh, that's nice emoji. Ooh, Lisa, your dad was on a boat. Cool. But my dad's the only really one, except for that one brother-in-law that in my family that was military ever. I was too busy having kids. I couldn't enlist. I had babies to take care of because I really would like to have been trained to be a sniper because I love shooting. I do. I love shooting. I love it. I love it better than love it. You know what I mean? You want to hear my story though, emoji? You know, my husband, who was a Marine, right? He taught me to shoot. And he had some old antique um, over unders and side by side shotguns, 12 gauge shotguns. And he taught me how to shoot. And the first few times I pulled the trigger, I screamed and cried like a bitch. I kid you not. I screamed and I cried. You'd have thought somebody was killing me. But the more I shot, the more I pulled that trigger, the better I liked it. And the more I pulled it, the better I got. And I'm damn good now, believe it or not. But if he hadn't have taught me, I would never known. I wouldn't even know how to pull a trigger. I would have been terrified to death of guns probably the rest of my life. It's because I was terrified of guns. Oh, it is. It's a money making bracket. War's a money maker for the government emoji. I tell them every day on here about that. But I'm thankful that I did learn to shoot emoji. Yeah, emoji queen can shoot. Cool. But I really am good. And I'm not afraid to shoot any kind of weapon. Not now. Oh, I was at first. But I mean I was young. I was about 18, 19 years old. I wasn't very old at all. And I was just terrified. Terrified, scared to freaking death. I don't mind admitting it. But I'm fighting the police right now to get my guns back from them. They're not wanting to give me my guns back that they stole from me illegally. And so right now I'm trying to fight them to get my guns back. Well, I still have some, don't get me wrong, but they stole quite a bit of them. It's their it's their try to their way of illegally taking the citizens' guns away from them. And I'm going to fight them. I'm going to fight them to the day I die. I'm a fighter. It is a racket emoji. I'm serious. I tell everybody every day about all the money the government makes after a war. During the war, they spend a lot of money on the war, but they make money after the war.
I'll borrow it one last time, man, before I water these chickens.
Did you ever bring the chick starter up?
I will.
When
Hey,
it
I was gonna ask you something. Do you think it'd be better if I start?
That's good, Lisa. I think all women should know how to shoot. All women should. I think everybody should. I taught my kids how to shoot. I taught every one of my kids to shoot from the time they were, I'm gonna say 5, 6 year old on up. My kids learned to shoot at an early age. I taught them to respect their weapon, you know. But I'm also good with knives too. Well, I just came from a very corrupt state. That's all I can tell you. The rabbit hole's deep and the corruption goes clean to the top. Nothing I can do about it but fight for my rights to get my weapons returned because they stole them from me. Stole them. If there's anybody else stealing somebody's property, they'd be in jail. But not the police. They could come steal your shit and get away with it. I had a 1911 model 22 emoji, and it was a collector. It was a collector. It was on the 22 frame, but now my 45 was a Beretta Storm PX4. That's a military issue gun. They got that one, but they did not get my Ruger Mini 14. They didn't get that one. That's another make off of a military issue. You know what I'm saying? It's a copy. They copied the military gun and made those Ruger Mini 14s. It's not actually a military issue. Now this 45 was, because they used to carry a lot of them 45s. Military did. Yep, they do. They got us by the balls. But I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter emoji. And I'm going to fight, like I said, until I take my last dying breath, until I get those guns back. I am. Because if I don't get them back, I'm filing a lawsuit next. Either I'll get them back or I will get reimbursed for them. One or the other. If I get reimbursed, that'll be just as good. I can go buy more then. And I hope they're listening on my live streams and I know they are. They spy on me all the time. They follow me. But you bastards that took my guns, you better go to your house and get them and somehow sneak them back in that evidence room, because I want them one way or another. And as a citizen of the United States, I'm using my constitutional rights to fight my battle with you bastards. So take it or leave it. Take it how you want. Well, I don't shoot a bow anymore. The one I had that I traded for the camper I live in, it had a 125-pound pull, and I truthfully I couldn't cock it. I even used a cocking device, a couple different ones, and it was brand new. I mean, I bought it brand new. I took it and had the string put on it at the bow shop. I had custom arrows made, and so I got those the cockers, the cocking devices. I still couldn't cock it with those. I'm just too old, I guess, and decrepit now. But well, I was starting to collect, Spooky. I was a gun collector. Okay, I carried the one I carried in my purse, which they took, was my 9 millimeter. That was my gun I carried for my protection. Everything else stayed locked in my gun safe. But I kept them fully loaded. You never know. What's the good use of keeping a bunch of guns around if you ain't going to keep them loaded? Yeah, they've never done anything to that to me. But what's a fruitarian? What's a fruitarian? Am I saying that right? I used to do a lot of skeet shooting, shooting the clay targets. That was one of my things I did, as a spare time hobby, which I'm pretty good at as well. In fact, I was a backup shooter for a friend of mine. We always won the competitions. We won every time. I came home with a black and blue shoulder. I was bruised from, my whole friggin' shoulder would be bruised. But we won, and it was well worth it because we won the competition. Yeah, and I've got a one of those. It's a 50 caliber black powder uh, inline rifle. It's an inline, not a breakaway. But I've got one of those too. Oh yeah, fruit and vegetables. I rarely eat meat. Unless it's a piece of bologna or hot dog that I have to have some kind of food driving down the road. I can grab me a sandwich real quick. I'm not big on eating steak and pork chops and ribs and all that. I got I call them my MRIs. I got my government meat in the can, my pork and beef, that kind of stuff. In fact, I think I'm gonna open that can of pork today and make some barbecue pork sandwiches. Mm. Oh, cool. Mm. I'd live on fruit. I'd live on fruit if I could afford it. Mm. Hang on a minute. Um. Oh, okay. I'm going to get off here in just a few minutes. When I get off, secret text messenger, give me a call, okay? I'm gonna get off here just shortly anyway, because it's afternoon. Yeah, that's what I have, emoji, and it's I can't use those packets in it that already has the pellets and the powder. I actually have to I have to tamp it. It has a tamping rod on it. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to get off of here because I've got some other business to do, and then I got to go take care of my baby. But I'll try to come live in maybe a day or two again.
y'all come back in and we'll carry on some more good conversation. Okay. I want to thank everybody for coming in, and I want to thank Evan and Nikki and Shady for coming up and talking to us on the panel. Oh, and my friend Cat. Don't forget Crafty Cat. I love my cat. Anyway, but I'll see you guys in a few days. So just hit me up if you need me.